What's up? What's up? What's up? Episode 41. 9 away from 50.
That's crazy.
We're getting there. We're getting up there.
Yeah.
Pressure Python's that way. And then Dan's down in that corner. And then this guy below me,
What's
Bomb
good,
Projects.
everybody?
What is up, dude? How you doing?
Ooh.
What's good? Happy to be here. I know I'm
Wow.
always
We're happy to have you here, that's for sure.
I know you got to go opposite of what you think.
I gave up on that a long time ago.
Right.
I just kind of loop around, stop where it's right.
Yeah. I feel like I'm
If
on.
you want to point left, you point right. If you want to point right, you point left.
Right. Chat be popping. We're going to get some shout outs. We got Blue Zombie up in here. What's up, Zombie?
What up?
R.W.O. brother.
Ro, what's popping?
Yeah.
Mr. Don D. What's up, dude?
The Don Dada.
How's it going, Blakers? Thanks for coming in.
Good, Blakers.
Not to be confused with the Lakers.
Lakers. Ro, what up, dude?
R.O. in the house.
How's it going?
R.O.
Who else we got in here? Hey, Cat Eyes. How's it going? Thanks for coming in. Good day, Fries. How's it going, dude? Thanks for coming.
Good, Fries.
What's up, Fries?
How's it going, Shauna? Thanks for coming in. 217 Pythons. Will, what up, dude?
What up?
Will and Bill from Victory Lane. What up, dude? Thanks for coming in.
Bill.
Bill.
Yeah. Celtic Rep Pals. What up, dude? Thanks for coming.
What up?
Denmark Jess. What's up? Thanks for coming in.
Jessica, are you from Denmark?
I don't think they are.
No,
I think they said they was from Maine or something like that.
They got ties
They're
in Denmark.
definitely not.
We're all caught up from there.
They got ties. I already know where you're going with that, KG.
The last name must be Denmark. Got it.
No.
Okay.
Connecticut. That's where it's at. Connecticut, Maine, same area. So what's going on, Stan? You said you had a topic in mind today that you wanted to come on. So what's the topic you want to bring up?
I want Bomb's feeling on imports. That's what I want.
We want to talk about imports.
I want a little info on some import. Because the only reason I'm asking is because I've asked people in other chats, and there's so many people who's like, just stay away from imports.
Nah.
And I don't know why, if it's because it's wild caught and not a captive bred. But
you mean like a traditional import, like straight out of Africa?
Well, I'm just saying import in general.
What up,
I mean,
Rob?
everybody, when you say import, they immediately seems like they automatically think it's a wild caught.
They're talking about a wild caught, right? No, I'm talking about imports. From
an import from another breeder.
Yeah. No, for sure. You definitely gotta, Europe is so far ahead of us in those genes, right? Because they're still importing a lot of ball pythons from the wild. Whereas in the US, it's not popular anymore. Nobody does it.
What's up, Kent?
It's super Kent, what it do? Yeah, it's I don't know if it's frowned upon or just people just stop doing it, But I'm all for imports, man. Some of the craziest stuff we got is import. So
it's kind of like a gambling game, though, because some of them will pay off and be like, something like LC Black Magic, and then something will just not pan out. I mean, and that's just the thing.
It's or you could think, oh, I got a new gene, and then find out down the line it's something else.
Right.
Sentinel and. What is the other gene? Paint. Yeah,
I think like you're saying too, though, like they're more advanced than we are over here.
Oh, for sure. They roll the dice all the time.
You know, like they're definitely hitting. I mean, look at the pictures. You see some of the images from over there, like what the hell, you know?
Yeah. They got it's it's different, man.
I was just looking at some Aurora that they were saying is what were they saying, Justin? Migraine?
That's another gene, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's another gene, you know.
That they're saying is migraine, I guess.
Yes, migraine, Aurora and migraine are almost the same thing.
There was something else that they said Aurora was. Damn, what was it? I can't remember.
But it's part of the clown, supposedly the clown, you know, whole gene, the clown trait.
Yeah.
So it's the same as cryptic.
Cryptic.
Yeah, the cryptic. Yeah.
Look at what's damn, I just watched this video this morning. Barry Summer Hayes. Like it seems like every week he's debuting a new gene. I was watching a video today. He was calling this orange gene Fanta. You know, but he's always got something crazy in his collection. Some of them pan out.
In the States or they somewhere?
No, he's in
the States or no?
in the UK.
In the UK.
Okay.
In the UK, yeah. Barry Summer Hayes. It's either UK Hognose or Hognose UK is his YouTube channel.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into watching many breeders from the UK, but the couple I do watch,
Write that down, Alex.
their snakes do look a little different than what's over here. They do have that, I don't know, that just extra thing that grabs your attention. What's up, Brandon?
And they're marketing like Barry, you know, he's always renaming something, or, you know, it's funny. I like watching everything, you know, everybody, whatever they put out. You know, I'm a YouTube whore now.
Well, you got to be on the up and up. You got to see what's coming out.
Oh, yeah, what's hot, what's not, you know, what's the talk, you know, this, that. So, yeah.
Well, and everything's instant, so you get it.
What up, Rock?
You know? So it's like, how can you not kind of tune in to kind of, you know, to see what's coming out?
And iPhone reminds me every Sunday, you know.
What's up, Mitzi?
The weeks that I'm slacking, because they'll tell me my screen time is down.
Your screen time's down. That's funny.
Screen time this week is 14% lower than last week. I'm like, uh-oh, I missed out on the video.
Like, what lives did I miss?
Exactly, something. Yeah, nice. Important.
So we can put it right down on the living room TV, so we'll just be watching on the living room TV, get around the house, you know, listening in.
Having it, most of the time I'll just have it playing in the background.
Yep.
And when you hear something that catch your ear, you turn to look. What was that?
Yep.
Back it up 10 seconds.
Like I did arms the other night. The speck on them arms.
He got caught out there with that hard.
Oh, Kurt was fucking getting on me last night.
Wiz was getting on you too, though.
A little sauce in you.
Hell yeah. What's all you guys' projects looking like this year? What you excited about?
Everything. All of it.
Everything.
I'm still where everything's cool as hell. I mean, I got a couple females that didn't go last year. Then I'm hoping go this year, and I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming.
You guys started pairing yet, or are you still pairing from this year?
I never stopped pairing, to be honest.
Right. Okay.
I'm still pairing. This would be like, well, one of them should be dropping here hopefully next like.
What's up, Tammy?
And then I just started pairing some about a couple months ago too. So I've already had a couple locks with them. I'll get like one more lock out of them.
What at Gold Coast?
Made a waiting building game, you know. But definitely the first one I got is Peanut. She's a normal to an inchy clown. And then the second one I did
is a black pastel albino.
Yeah, black pastel albino to a calico albino. So I'll make some of those, and then I got and I got an OD pastel to a pastel GHI freeway as well that I got, and then, which would be sweet. Yeah,
that could be interesting.
What 162 or something odds? It's pretty big odds in that one.
No limit.
Calico and albino is nuts.
Yeah,
it's really nice. So the black pastel, I love black pastel.
That's like you know, I mean, that's a staple. You can only have one gene in albino. Black pastel is crazy.
Yeah, it's it. Yeah.
So
I think black pastel just looks good everywhere. I mean, I have it in Ultramel, I have it in Pied, I have it in Clown, and it just looks nice everywhere it goes.
Yeah,
that's my girl there.
Yeah, look how bright that is, man. Damn. It's crazy that you would think that the black pastel would mute it, but it seems like it makes it brighter.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, she's popping on the colors.
Yeah.
Man.
The camera.
She looks like my male.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's nuts. It's crazy.
And that doesn't
You
even.
got a female, we got a male. That's crazy.
Has anybody produced a super black pastel albino?
See, that's one thing that's kind of.
I haven't seen it.
Right.
I haven't seen super black pastel on anything but Pied.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Like, what is the Clown going to be an all black snake? You know what I mean?
I'll know next year because I'm pairing a black pastel clown het pied to a black pastel clown het pied. So I'm gonna try to make a panda clown pied.
Nice.
I don't know what it's gonna look. Everybody's like, man, you're just wasting your time.
What's up, Fungus Queen?
We'll never know.
Do what
right?
you want.
What if it does something crazy?
You
know,
a ton of pattern. I don't know. So yeah, I can't wait to see what it looks like.
I'll go get another one. I just got.
Pop pretty cool. Finger out of there, and everybody be turning heads. Then they'll be like, "Oh,
that's what I'm saying." You know, the panda market didn't drop. You know, the bottom fell out. So I figured, well, what way to better revive it?
Right.
See what happens. You know.
That's exciting. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait for any eggs to pit.
we paired up. We paired up Justin's furrow male to our wonky female. I bought it as a normal, but everybody else is kind of saying it might be lace. If not lace, it's in a yellow belly complex.
Yeah.
Wiz was taking a peek at it too. He's like, man, I don't know. He's like, that thing is crazy looking.
Furrow is that's another gene, man. A little sleeper. Yeah, furrow's nice.
So nice.
Well, I got the furrow possibly het monarch, which I'm pretty sure it's het monarch, to another furrow possibly het monarch. So I'm gonna try to make those furrow monarchs.
Ooh.
Back it up a little bit, Ken. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
This is either. I think it's the high definition OD.
Is it inchy in there too?
No.
It's funny how, you know, high OD and super OD makes a pattern look like inchy.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm told that the only thing that was in it was a line of OD that the guy Kai from Lucas Landon. He don't know if it's high OD or OD and pastel and leopard. I mean, if this ain't high OD, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
And the damn sure doesn't look pastel.
Yeah, it's not pastel. The head don't say pastel at all.
No, that no pastel there.
Mm-hmm. That's it. I like that.
And it's just a super clean looking snake.
I like that dripping coming down that side gut.
Right. All those
That
teardrops.
dorsal.
It's funny, man. I'm telling you, that's probably super OD. Now they're testing for that. So they can tell you if it's one copy or two.
Well, I mean, you might be right. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he had a copy of OD somewhere that he didn't, and the other snake that he didn't know.
Right.
Because OD hides everywhere so well.
It does. It's weird. Especially, I mean, we got OD, a normal OD, and she looks, I mean, it looks like a good looking normal. But if you told me that she was OD, I couldn't see it. You know, unless, you know, once I cut the eggs, I was like, oh, okay, now I see it. But when we first got her in the mail, I was like, I don't think this is gonna prove out.
Right?
Look OD. I think we got.
What's up, Elias?
Elias.
Yep.
Stan, put me on the books. We're 30. I got another $1 going.
Oh shit, I got
So
you.
I do believe I'm at 12 on the books now at the end of the year to send to US Art.
I got you.
All right. I'm just saying. We had 30. I didn't do the truffle shuffle tonight. I figured I'd spare the audience of it.
The truffle. What's the truffle shuffle?
When I hit 20,
you had to go and ask.
When I hit 20, I the Goonies, the movie The Goonies.
I vaguely remember it. I know what you're talking about, though.
Well, when Chunk stands up on the chunk and does the truffle shuffle to get in the house, I pull up my shirt and I shake my belly around like Chunk did.
The truffle shuffle.
And it's the truffle shuffle.
Hilarious.
I'm feeling a little, just like too chill tonight, so I passed on it.
Please don't do
it. But we hit 30, so that means when we hit 30, I owe another $1 to US Art.
Come
on.
30 what?
That's how we roll.
30 people in the chat.
Oh, okay. How many likes you got? Don't forget to hit that like button.
Yep.
Smash it. It.
How many likes are we at? We're 16 likes. Come on, you creepers. Go hit that like button.
What's your most excited project you're looking for there, KG? Or should I say looking at?
This season coming up?
Maybe not this season, but within the
down
near
the road?
future, I may say. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to let any
probably
cats out the bag.
Probably the Super Black Magic Clown.
Oh,
nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So is that where you went with the LC Black Magic is right to clown?
And then we gotta hopefully next year the female will be ready. We could make a Super Black Magic pied.
What's up, Paul?
Oh yeah.
So that could be.
So you got a clown and pied. Cool.
We got it Ultramel, clown, pied, and that's it.
We're at 22 now. That's what's up.
In DG.
Oh, DG too.
Yeah. Well, no, we haven't paired it to that yet, but
that's where it's going.
Yeah. We got the first LC up to size is our pied male. So we just started breeding him. Matter of fact, I think the female first clutch should be laying soon. He was bred to a cinnamon pie. So I don't know.
See, now that's something you could tell that's just different. Like, I mean, the gorilla gene. I mean, people's going around saying that that's HRA. And I'm like, I've never seen an HRA that dark in my life. What are you talking about?
Right.
I mean, I think that's something worth investing in.
You know how many people they pray that you don't have a new gene because they don't have it. You know what I mean? Once they have it, then it's the best thing since sliced raisin bread.
Facts. Right. If it was in their hands, they wouldn't be saying the same thing.
What's up, David?
Exactly.
That's how it always goes.
If you think about it, right? So 25 years ago, there was less than 10 morphs. That includes recessives, right? How the hell did we get over 300 morphs? I mean, they have to mutate somehow.
Yep.
It's the aliens.
So quick to shit on you, like, oh, I think I got something different. No, you don't. Jesus Christ. You better off not even sharing. Like, fuck it, I keep it to myself.
Let me just prove it myself, and I'll show you down the road.
Man. People will poo-poo your shit quick, man.
Yep. Well, Dave Kaufman video said the aliens are doing it, so I mean, I'm all right with that. Aliens are doing it.
Right. Yeah, and they'll poo-poo on your shit, so keep it to yourself.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Yeah. Don't tell them shit. Then when you hatch out that that crazy snake, what is that? Oh, now I got your attention.
Right.
When I told you this normal looked abnormal, you didn't believe me. Now, yeah.
Kind of like Pastel. The Pastel came out today. Everybody be all over it. Boy, they be, what is that?
They don't even have to do that.
What is that Hanson and color gene going on?
If Justin did a video and called it something else.
You said it.
Yeah. Yep. Instead of Pastel, he just did a video and said, look at the LED gene. Everybody, man, I need some LED.
Yep.
Right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. They wouldn't even question him. They wouldn't say, oh, that looks like Pastel. They wouldn't say that.
No. When he brings out that video, if you had the genes to start making similar to that snake right there, and you're pairing it, you're going to have a good season, more or less.
Oh, man.
because you're selling building blocks for that animal, and that's what goes up every time he releases the videos. The building blocks to that animal.
Yeah.
I want that shit that everybody doubts, like Sunset, for instance. Why buy heavy in Sunset? Everybody want doubts it, so I want to prove people otherwise. You know,
right?
That's how I did it. I actually like the color of it.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh man, it browns out. It looks shitty. I'm like, I'll take an aged Sunset over an aged normal. Like it just looks better. And Sunset gives you two things: you get color and pattern.
Yep.
So I mean, it's like you get the best of both worlds. But, you know,
I mean, and our Sunset Clown. I mean, you know, it's all about what you pair it with too. Oh, heck,
Clown Het Sunset.
Oh, Clown Het Sunset. Well, okay, even better.
Right.
He's Het Sunset, and you should see what this snake looks like. I mean, it's ridiculous. So I know that pairing Sunset obviously with the right things are going to be insane down the road. You know, whenever.
Well, it's just like when Brock broke out the Sunset puzzle. Now everybody's talking about it. You know what I mean?
Oh, I like it in puzzle. What? It's the same color.
Yeah, he's psycho. But.
Yeah, that's crazy. See, and it's funny because just
look at that dorsal.
The head influence that Sunset brings is unbelievable.
Oh yeah, you can see it in his head.
Yeah. Like it looks like he's got red stripe or red head or something.
Right, like red jean or something.
Yeah,
I could jump on that train. I'm all about the Ultra Male.
Yeah.
He's a little asshole too, so I'll keep the attitude.
Yeah, he's psycho.
I got in a little spin for win for some Ultra Male.
Man, our Ultra Male
pair actually
just locked for the first time. I was happy.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
So he's off to the races. I don't know. I'm gonna turn him loose on something else. So
I got an Ultra Male collection. I've been waiting on quite a while.
Male DG?
It's Super Orange Dream Ultra Male Desert Ghost.
Ooh.
Male,
yeah. He's about, man, he blew up too. He's probably 1,200 grams, 1,300 grams. It took him that long to figure it out.
That means you could put him to work for a little bit.
Oh, he's going straight to work. He got a lot of work to do. I was looking around.
Don't forget to clean those peens off now. Make sure you wash those peens off a little bit in between.
I tell people, they think I'm crazy. I was doing that today. Helping him rub one out with that Dawn soap.
Come on, boy, do your magic.
I'm batting 100.
Well, at least you give him some lubrication for it. You didn't just do it dry.
Have off food. None. You wash them off, put them back the next day, offer them food. Boom, they eat immediately. I'm batting 100 since I've started doing that. So, you know.
See, I leave them for like 2 or 3 days, and then I pull them out. And every time I'll go to feed that same night, and I don't have no feeding problems at all. You know,
I wash them. As soon as I take them out of the girl's tub, I wash them down good before I even put them back, because I don't want them to have any of those scents. You know, she's spraying the shit out the tub, out of him, everything.
Yep.
You know, I think a lot of times that's why the males go off food, because you'll put them back in their tub, but they still getting the pheromones that she was spraying. Yeah, so his mind on something else. You know how we are. You know how men are.
That's good. That's good info there.
Smell it in the air. Smell it in the air.
Yeah.
Belly.
Got some nice checkering on it.
Yeah, it does.
And she's special lace that clown.
Special. That's another gene, man. I'm telling you. Special was put on the back burner for so long. That thing is, and it's just like its name, Special.
That's it. And there's a lot of them though. Everything's gonna have its shine too.
Oh,
you know,
for sure.
This boy's got some work to do here, for sure.
Like you said, I'm starting to see a lot more special. I was looking at Morph, you know, you can see there's only going to be like 20 of them out there, and you're like, okay, not a lot of people working that, but you know, 10 years from now that thing isn't popping, and you already got 10 of them in the drawer.
What's up, Logan? Thanks for coming in.
What's up, Logan?
What Bold Coach said, Said, I'm eyeing a mail that Ozzy has on Morph. Sorry, kids, no Christmas.
Brave Adventure, what's up? Thanks for coming.
Hilarious.
Yeah, right there.
I got a special yellow belly heck clown. Came from FNA.
Special's nice, man. We just had some special stuff, some spot no special clowns at Sunsets.
Nice.
Man, they look good.
Hell
Good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You need one of those boys.
Yeah.
That girl.
But I'll be hitting you up anyways. You know me. I've been watching, paying attention. So come on.
Yeah. Well, don't forget tomorrow night. Now, everybody that's in this chat, you know, KG will be out there on Instagram tomorrow night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got the live jumping.
What time is that? With 7 o'clock Eastern.
7
what
p.m.
time you
Eastern.
go? Okay.
7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember who we got on tomorrow. Jaffe does all the booking, so.
KG's like, he makes it easy so I can clean my bins.
I know it'd be Jaffe, you, and Levance.
Yeah, Levance always. He's the resident when he pops in.
Man, I didn't realize how tall he was. I seen a picture on Instagram today. Oh man, my man is tall, bro. Tall.
Bro, listen, Levance is about a half inch, maybe 6 inch shorter than me. He's got to be 6'5".
Yeah, I forget who he was standing next to, but I was like, man, they look small next to him.
Yeah. Oh,
my man was towering over him.
Levance is tall and big.
Big and tall. I remember that store back in the day.
I know they changed the name to damn, what's the name of the store now?
Oh yeah, they did change the name.
It's what is it called? They tried to make it fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's mist or something. I don't know.
Let's see. I'm gonna look.
Can't just leave well enough alone, huh? Got to change everything.
King. Well, this one says king size.
King size.
Oh, let me get a flyer. Hold on.
Oh, he's got a flyer. Well, look out.
Oh, I know what that flyer is. I know what that flyer is. Blow him up. Blow him up, Ken. Blow him up. I know what that flyer is.
Yep.
Before I forget, 2 weeks we'll be downtown LA.
Downtown LA.
Downtown LA. We're hosting a reptile breeder show and sell.
Nice.
If you RSVP, admission is free.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so we'll have a little bit of everything. You know, mostly it'll be ball pythons, but you know, we have every species of snake, arachnids, turtles. So we got a few different vendors, frogs. So it should be cool. Make sure you guys, if you're in the area, stop in. At least say what's up.
Come on.
Definitely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
be there. Now I know about it. I found out about it a little late, so I was like, I gotta make some arrangements to make that one. But
right.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we're just trying something different. End of the year, there are no shows, like a stocking stuffer type thing, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
I love that.
It's smart.
Oh, that's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, just a blowout. We got a live DJ. We got food in there. You know, it's like a different style. You know, different vibe.
And try to draw in some more locals and shit there too. You know.
Right. Yeah.
That'd be a good Christmas gift for someone to give their significant other who's into reptiles and arachnids.
We're not gonna say no name.
And arachnids.
Not gonna do that. Right.
elbow. Hint,
well,
hint.
Hey, Alex.
You got something in your eye over there, Alex?
Is
that bothering you? Is the allergies bad down there or something?
Spiders. No more spiders.
Oh, more spiders, but it's okay.
You know what?
I'm
starting to come around on the spiders, man. We've been to the show last month in the high desert out here, and the vendor across from us was selling spiders. And I swear to you, I thought the girl behind the booth, I thought that the spider was like a Velcro type, like a gag type spider.
And she just had it hanging out. That's so awesome.
Big ass tarantula was on her shoulder, chilling, right? I mean, an hour go by. She's helping people, grabbing things. And then all of a sudden, that thing went from that shoulder to the other. I said, whoa, what the
Whoa.
I walked from behind my booth and walked over there and said, is that battery operated? What the hell? Man, she snatched it. Wasn't even looking where his head was. Snatched it off her shoulder and then was like making it do webs and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? This is crazy. Big. I mean, this tarantula was huge.
Did you hold it?
No. I was very curious, but I didn't hold anything.
Wasn't that curious?
Yeah, those things are pretty big.
All right, I was almost ready to hold it till I saw them things hanging off the front. I was like,
Bro, they got 8
yeah, and if you look really close, I mean, like they are like shing. Yeah. You know, like how the cartoons show it, like shine on the head, like it's you know, like that's really what it looks like.
And they move fast as hell.
Yeah, they do.
I thought that thing was like lethargic. She took it off and like bumped it on the booty. Man, that thing, pew! I said, no, I'm out. I'm out.
You ain't ever seen like it was on TikTok. I think it's like a gag or whatever. But like
that filter,
like a country guy, and he's like, "Man, that thing came out, and I got that can of hairspray, and I lit that sucker on fire."
Do you ever see that filter that the spider crawls on you and like people's looking at the video? They're smacking their face. That would be me. I'd be totally beating the shit out of myself trying to get that thing off me.
The funniest shit I've ever seen was a guy tied a spider. This guy was sleeping, looked like, like Jamaica or something. They're somewhere. And he ties this big ass spider on the dude's shoe.
Oh, yeah.
And then the guy wakes up and he goes across his leg and the spider's on his foot. Oh my God. This dude was flipping and dancing, trying to get that thing off.
And it was still connected to his ass.
Yeah, it was he thought he could like kick it off.
It was big too, like one of those big old spiders.
Or like when they clip the snake to like the belt loop.
Oh yeah.
And people are like running from it thinking the snake's like jeez.
Oh,
that kind of like that kind of happened to the Cintas man today. You know, Cintas, they wash apparel
uniform guys
for business. Yeah. He's at the sink and he's pouring. I don't know what the hell he was pouring out, but I was like, "Yo, bro, you see that spider on the side of that jug?" I ain't kidding, man. It was like the size of a tarantula. That shit was huge. My man looked down, dropped that shit. Shit went all over the floor.
He was gone.
He was stepping in it. And he's all the way behind the wall. I was like, yo, where are you going? He's like, man. He's like, I ain't even screwing with that shit. And I ain't lying. That thing hauled ass across the floor, up the wall. And I was like, if I wasn't a reptile guy, I probably might quash you. But today, you're catching a break. But Cintas man wasn't having it. By the time I washed my hands in the bathroom and come out, he was already out in the truck ready to leave.
He was gone.
Left the shit on the floor.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Alex, I think you influenced the saving of that spider's life today.
I was like, yo, man. I mean, he was big. I ain't gonna lie.
I was asking people at the show that had never encountered, a lot of people come to shows who've never seen reptiles and spiders and all that. And they got crazy fears. So I was asking people that were scared of snakes. I said, well, you have to have one. Is it going to be a snake or a spider? 9 out of 10 said, give me the snake.
Right?
Like, I'm not fucking with the spider. The
Yeah,
spider fear is real.
Yeah. When I post like any spider content, it's like, I don't get much response. It's like there's very few people who are into it. Everybody else is like, okay, yeah. And I'm always like, oh my gosh, look how cute. I always like run to him like with it open. I'm like, look at her. And he's like, please get away from.
I like the.
No, there's an arachnid group over there in the UK that I've watched a few times, and that's all they talk about is spiders. That's the whole group, 5-6 people in there. They don't talk about anything but spiders.
No, I like those jumping spiders. They got some nice ones.
They're so nice. Yeah.
That's what Alex got.
They jump like nah.
I think they're too small. I would lose it.
Like
I would lose it.
I mean, they don't move that fast. They can only jump, I think, like 4 or 5 times their body's, length.
Right.
Which is, thank you, Don.
3 inches.
I know
2
Don,
inches.
he loves it. Every time I see that Don likes it or saw it, I'm like, I'm good.
I'm
if
good.
Don saw it.
I got
you have at least one fan out there. It's all worth it.
Audience.
No, I don't do nothing with them.
Celtic was asking, what's everybody's thoughts on Blade and Clown?
What's everyone's thought on Blade and Clown?
Yeah. I like Blade. If I had to choose one, I'd take Blade over Inchy in Clown.
I just think that it's been done too much. There's too much of it out there. It's like the pastel. There's too much pastel clown out there. None needs to be made. So I really just don't think people need to be worried about making Blade clowns. I mean,
how many
if you're doing combos with it,
Clown and don't know.
Right.
Yeah, right. Blade.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Blade and Clown that's not marked, that's known, that's not said, and that needs to quit too. If you know it's there, say it's there. Like, there's a lot of people that's not they're gonna buy that snake and not know better that Blade's in it, and they're gonna say, well, Blade's not mine because it wasn't sold, and it damn well is.
Yeah.
So that shit needs to stop too. People need to just say, hey, there's Blade in it instead of, isn't it obvious?
Nah, there's some Blade clowns that you can't really tell it's in there.
Yeah, right. I mean, now there is that, like, I guess there is a line of Blade that actually don't reduce it. It makes it more jumbled up. I mean, it's just weird. It just depends on what you're working with.
It cleans up the pattern. I mean, it makes it like vibrant. So, I mean, there's a place for every gene.
If you're doing xanthic clowns, it'd probably do some good because, I mean, you want a clean white snake, and that would probably help clean it up. I guess it depends on what you're doing, really.
Yeah, it depends on what you're doing, but it's definitely an xanthic. I can see how I could clean up the pattern more or less, make it more bolder more.
I'm not sure which one you're talking about, Will. I mean, I know Marcel Mendez, but I don't know his last post. I haven't seen it.
He must have just posted something today. Let me see. I didn't see that one.
There's one of you people's.
Alex, read the chat. Read the chat.
I'm reading.
Okay.
I saw.
She's
on it.
I'm on it.
So, like, we're still trying to work this whole thing out between all of us, and we do have some questions for you tonight, KG. Okay. But every time we start asking questions, we end up just talking about random stuff, and we never get through them. But there's a question that I wrote down that I really kind of wanted to see your answers on. And that is, if you had how do I word it? Let me see. If you had the attention of the whole reptile community, and I'm talking to everybody, what is one thing that you would like to say to everybody, and that everyone would hear it? What would that be?
That's a great question. That's a great question, man. Wow. Patience. That's probably the biggest thing that I've learned. This game takes a lot of patience, man.
It takes time. You can't build it overnight.
Nah, you can't rush the process at all. Otherwise, you're going to screw some shit up. I hate to see people who, they're excited. They got their first couple clutches. You waited 50 days. But you can't wait one more week. They cut early, the snake dies, now they're crying. Like, bro, you went 50 days. You can't give me, 7 more, 6 more.
Yep.
Right.
Patience is I think that's the biggest thing in this industry. And that's what
patience is a virtue.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. I know it's hard. I mean, it's easy for me to say, but man, I can't tell you how many times I walk by the incubator like, damn. I wanted to.
Listen, we had some in our incubator, and it's down here low. I mean, I like volleyball. I would volleyball dive in this bitch every day,
Right.
just to be like and
I'm
look
telling
inside.
I'm telling you.
And he's like, don't turn, like, leave it alone. Like, I'm like, I'm not doing anything, but I'd be like, you guys, I'd be talking to them already. Like, so yeah, but that is hard.
We definitely wait till a lot of them pip.
That patience is key. It's everything. For sure.
But
Once one pips, you can, get the cutting.
Get the cutting, right.
Get the cutting. Don't wait. Yeah.
I was right down the phone with Adam. Bro, they pip. Let's do this. He's like, all right.
FaceTime.
We're going to do this real quick. Come on, cut them open.
Yeah.
I did pretty good with that this year. I waited.
What's that?
Waiting to cut. I mean, I did at least on day 55. I think I did pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have none die though. I mean, so I did good.
That's the thing too, right? Is when you cut them, is now the real patience starts, because you make that little cut and you see a little bit, and you're like, damn, I wish I could see more, and now you really start fucking with it. Like, just
don't
let them be. Yeah.
Just don't do it. Let them come out.
You cut at day 47 or day 60. The snake's gonna come out on the day it was supposed to come out.
Right.
So whether you cut early or late, it doesn't matter. They're gonna come out when they're supposed to.
Yep.
That process has to, it has to manifest itself. You can't help it.
Oh yeah. And
So,
two were some tight big eggs, man. They were freaking fat guys. I was like, I couldn't barely pinch them to get them open on some of them. Oh my God.
So over there at Bomb Projects, you guys ever had any unexpected health issues? And if so, what you guys do to? I'm sure you have, and over your times, you know what I mean.
I can, to be 100% honest, total transparency. We've dealt with every issue you can imagine, whether it be mites, NIDO, fucking respiratory infection, stillborns. The only thing we haven't had yet is twins. I'm waiting on that one.
Right.
I can't wait to either see them pipped or cut an egg and see two babies in there. But everything else we've had, kink snakes, shark mouth. I mean, you name it, we've had it. We had to deal with it. It's crazy.
Yeah, I see that camelback you was showing Saturday night, man.
Oh,
how old is that? Because I mean, obviously it's eating pretty decent.
Probably a year and a half. I don't overfeed that one. I just she probably eats every 3 weeks. Just for that fact, I don't want to put too much stress on her.
Right.
Right. It's
She
crazy. Yeah.
Feed her, let it pass.
This girl right here. Everybody told me to lay this girl down. Don't keep her. Everybody. She's not gonna make it. Right? Now.
Look at her now.
No, but look at that.
Blow him up, Ken. Ken, blow him up.
Wow. Yep.
Oh, girl. Is that a girl?
It is a girl.
Serious shark mouth, huh?
Yeah. She doesn't even have a sniffer. The lower jaw is so small, it's hard for her to hold the prey. And she eats live. She won't eat frozen thaw. But I have to give her a lot of small lives. So I'll give her.
You just have to feed her a lot of smaller meals so she can overpower it.
Man, she's probably.
Yeah. Oh.
That's a pretty pot. Shit. What is that? Cinnamon?
Mandarin.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was like,
all right.
Every snake.
So is that the only one that come out of the clutch like that?
The only one. The prettiest one.
Obviously wasn't an incubation issue then.
Right. Nah, I don't subscribe to that. When people say that, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
We got 25 clutches in there. So you mean to tell me the incubation issue only picked this one snake? Like,
right.
Bullshit. Right. I don't know why it happens. You know what? Why does it happen in humans? You know what I mean? You could have a family of 5 and one kid could come out with Down syndrome or a birth defect or, whatever. Was it incubation? No. You know, it's just, that's life. I mean, everything ain't gonna be perfect. So, you know, we just
actually, while we're on that topic there, KG, weren't you talking there in the past that you actually raised up the temp a little bit in your incubator and you've been kind of hitting more females?
Yeah. This whole season, this last season, I went to 90 degrees, 90 to 91.
Wow, you pushed up that high. So what are you doing, like 90.5 or 90.6 or something like that?
No, I set it at 90, but it'll fluctuate between 89 and 91. You know, it's that 2 degree variant.
Okay.
Never, let's say, so compared to the previous season, right? This season, not one kink snake. Not one. So we had kink and shark mouth. No shark mouth, no kinks. And more females.
And more females.
Higher temperature, more females.
And the higher temp, I'd say they've been averaging, before it was at 80, we were incubating at 89, they were pipping around 56, 57. At 90, 91, they pipping around 52. Yeah. So you knock a couple days off on the pip time. And they've been healthy, they've eaten, like no issues.
And that's what we were running. We're not 89. I was kind of at 89.6. But like you said, I kind of fluctuate, but I never went past 90, you know?
Right.
So,
yeah, I made my high end 90.
No.
These snakes, ball pythons are one of the most durable. You know, they're like goldfish, man. You can flush that sucker and come back and it's still there. Like it's hard to screw up ball pythons, man.
It's like I thought. And then you're out in the backyard fishing in the pond, you pull that goldfish. You're like, man, I let you go years ago.
Yeah. And I tried. So, you know, we got into this strictly for panda pies. That's all I wanted to make. And we had a clutch from Panda. And everybody had told me you need to incubate lower. So I incubated.
I've heard that.
I incubated at 84 degrees.
Holy cow.
The first snake didn't pip till day 63. So it took a lot longer for it to, you know, for them to pip. That shit didn't do nothing, man. We had kinks, we had shark mouth. Like there's no rhyme or reason, you know what I mean? Like you could incubate these eggs between, I've heard, as low as 72 all the way to 92. Like,
wow, 72?
That's what ball python eggs can handle. Yeah, 72. But it's gonna take them a lot longer, you know.
Yeah, it'll take me lower to slower. I get that.
Yeah.
It makes sense because you got some people that run in lower temperature rooms too, and they'll still hatch them or lay them eggs out, you know.
Yeah.
So they're comfortable with that room temp being that low temp. They're gonna be the eggs will be fine, you know.
You think about the top 5 breeders, right? The top 5 breeders. So we'll go Justin, Ozzy, Billy, damn, what's my guy's name?
Yeah.
Shit. With the rainbow logo. Drawing a blank. Anyway.
Me too. I can't think of one with a rainbow in it.
Yeah. Damn, what's his name? Shit. He's in Wisconsin.
Oh, Garrick DeMeyer.
Garrick DeMeyer, you know,
Royal
Constrictor.
Yeah.
Right? All 5 of them do it all different. From substrate to temps to incubation to how they cut, who cuts, don't cut. All 5 do it different.
Yep.
But what happens? They all get to the same destination. You know, you might like Google Maps. I like Waze. He likes Apple Maps. It doesn't matter, right? If we punch in a destination, we still gonna get to the same place. So there is no right or wrong way. You know, when people ask my advice, I'm like, whatever's comfortable. If it's working, keep doing it. Shit.
Right.
Don't worry about what somebody else says. Oh, it has to be this way. You got to do that. You got to. That's bullshit.
Find what works for you and do that.
Yep. It's like I was saying actually earlier today in the group chat. I was like, man, you can have 10 plumbers come to your house and plumb your house 10 different ways, and it still pass inspection. So you don't think there ain't 10, 20 different ways to do it this way or do it that way? There is, you know.
It's like I do hair. It's the same thing, you know. Getting to that place. I mean, you can do it 100 different ways.
You do hair? That's funny. You know, I'm a licensed cosmetologist.
Are you really?
I owned a beauty salon for 26 years.
Damn.
Gosh.
She rents a booth out in Jack's Beach. So
Yeah, I'm at the beach. Yeah, here in Jacksonville.
It's like you said. Show me a picture how you want it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that the last stylist did. Oh, well, she put the foil like that. I don't want to hear that shit.
Well,
when I'm done and hand you the mirror, when I hand you the mirror, that's it. It's done.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, anytime I've asked another stylist for advice, on like a formula, let's say, and they give it to me, and I'm like, okay, I'll try. Like in my head, I'm kind of like, I don't know if I really like that, but I'll try it. Every time I'm like, see, now you know damn well better that you should have just gone with your gut and done what you knew or what you were comfortable with,
But that's the thing about that too, right? Salons are women are catty, man. So they'll tell you in their mind they're gonna give you bad advice because they don't want you to succeed. And that's men too. Men do it too. So I won't say women. That's just a human trait, just by nature. People are fucking envious and jealous, and
it is kind of.
But you don't think I already had people try to stir me in the wrong direction, and I asked other people, and like, "Wait, go this way, not that way." And I'm like, "See, I thought I was right to begin with.
Nah.
I ain't dumb."
Trust but verify. That's what I would say. Yeah.
I'm big on getting multiple opinions. I won't just ask one. I'm gonna go get 10 opinions before I go my own route with it.
Yeah, for sure.
And make it my own.
And sometimes it just confirms what you were thinking in the first place. You're like, what are you even talking about? Never mind. I'm just gonna go with what I was gonna do.
For sure. That's why I watch so many videos and look all these lives and shit because everybody says something different. So I take a little bit from everybody else and make it my own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
100%.
If you follow everybody, you'll be changing your ways every day.
Oh, every day.
I'll be on every other hour.
Be crazy.
For sure.
That's exactly how I started this. I took a little bit from there, and hell, I had 3 clutches this year, and it was all good.
Right. Yeah. No limit. That's what I was talking about, man. Since I've been cleaning the males, 100%. They all eat. Nobody's off food. They're growing during the breeding season. No worries, none.
So what? After your males lock, you just like let them soak like you would let a female soak?
So if say there's one lock right now, right, and then tomorrow come in, they're not locked. When I take the male out, I go straight to the sink. Maybe put like a quarter size of Dawn soap, rub it in, and then massage the whole body. Pop the peens, massage all of that. And right before I rinse, I even put it on his head. Like I'll hold the snake like this. You know how they always jerk back? So go over his head. Then I rinse him off. Rinse off, make sure, if you sliding down the snake and it's still slippery, the Dawn is still on there.
It's on there,
right? Once it's like, a little squeaky, you good. I don't even dry him off. Throw him right in this tub. Boom. The next day, throw a rat in there. He's golden. Golden. Eaten every time.
I'm going to have to try that. Because, mine will go back on food. Kind of what I've been doing is after, they get their 2 or 3 females, because every male of mine at least has 2 females. I'll put them with one week, one the next week, and then I'll pull them back and I'll give them a month totally off and, let them eat food. They usually don't eat that first week, but after that first week, they usually like, all right, I'll eat. They're only missing 1 week, so it hasn't really been a problem here.
No, and all of our breeders, we feed every other week anyway, so.
Right. Only time I feed males every week if I'm getting ready to put them in with a female, just to boost them.
Even our females, every other week. The breeders.
Every other week. Everybody
under 700 grams gets fed every week. And the hatchlings will go every 5 days. I'll throw a hopper in there. Once they get to 600-700 grams, every other week.
So my females, I do every
That's
week.
kind of how I do it. Because my under 700 grams, they definitely get fed every week.
A nice sized meal, you don't need to feed every week. They're just going to be shitting.
And you're only doing ASF, right? Okay. That's all you're doing, ASF?
No, we got rats. it's funny because people are, there's so much trepidation. Like, ooh, my snake's gonna get hooked.
Yeah.
A snake eating snake, you're gonna eat. I don't care if you put a pheasant in there, it's gonna eat. You know what I mean? So there's probably honestly, maybe 4 snakes that only like a specific thing. You know what I mean? They only want rat. They only want rat pup. They only want mice. They only want ASF. That's out of 400 snakes, less than 5. Like, I can deal with that.
Right.
All right.
Honestly, though, by the day, if you really try, give them a fucking let them starve, they're gonna hit whatever you put in there.
Yeah, for sure. If they're eating, they eat, man.
Exactly.
They're not gonna.
They're not gonna starve themselves. They're gonna go with natural instinct. They're gonna.
How many snakes I bought at a discount because somebody was selling it because it only ate mice, and they couldn't sell it, so people were like, "Man, I don't want that. I don't give a shit, man. I got a snake. He swore up and down, only eat mice. Have you tried everything? I've tried everything. I've had that snake coming on 2 years. It's never ate a mouse here. Eating everything. I put a 500-gram retired rat in there. It ate it. Bam. Looked like a possum. No problem.
It looked like a possum.
No problem. I mean, this girl's like 4,000 grams. So,
no, I call them chihuahuas. I call them
she'll take it down, man. She don't care.
What I'm learning with the hatchlings, growing them up, is you'll get them timid snakes, the ones that are timid. Yeah. And them snakes are the ones that you have to feed smaller prey to. Like, for some reason, like they just want a smaller prey.
Every clutch, I won't say every, I'd say 80%. There's always at least one troubled snake.
Right? Yeah. I've had 2 so far this time.
Yeah. I've had snakes that come out the egg snappy. And I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be the best eater.
Yep.
Won't eat shit. It'll strike the rat so many times the rat died, but he won't even like roll it up.
He won't wrap it up.
Yeah. Like, what the hell's wrong with you, man?
See, I had that issue with one of the clowns, and I just made sure I got it smaller prey, and it wrapped it up. And then from there, like, as it grew a little bit, I give it a little bit bigger of a prey. Yeah. And they're doing good now. All of them, they're eating every week, anything I put in there. It's a confidence thing, I feel. You gotta get their confidence up so they don't get scared.
Yeah. It's I don't know, man. I still ain't figured it out.
I don't think there's anything to that in my experience. I don't know. You guys think there is certain morphs that eat better or eat worse?
Yeah.
I haven't noticed anything in mine, but maybe I haven't got those yet.
Everything in the spider complex eats good. Monsoons eat good. Let me think. What else eats good? Like a trade. Who?
She said pods.
Pods for sure. You go to anybody's collection, their biggest snake is a pied, I guarantee it.
Yep.
Pies. I have a male pied that's 3,000 grams, over 5 feet.
Beast.
Male. Man, I can't make this shit up.
I can't make this shit up.
That's so great. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna want
my male pied will eat anything you put in front of it. Anytime you put anything in front of it, like, you don't care how big it is, how small it is, he eats it.
I'm 6'6".
Dang.
God damn.
This is a male.
Oh,
that's a male.
Gosh.
I got big ass hands. I can't get my hand around
so
it. It's like a blood python.
Oh my gosh, he's huge.
That thing is beast.
This thing is humongous.
Oh my.
That's a male.
Oh,
and people say, oh, big males are lethargic. They don't want to breed. Man, if I hold him long enough, he'll lock me. This boy don't
get out of here.
You got him on ASF or Norwegians?
He whatever. And it's funny because he's a finicky eater. I fed last week everybody he didn't want to eat. So he'll go a month, 2 months without eating. He won't lose any weight.
See, that's funny you say that because I have a couple males that are the same way. Like literally, they choose when they do and don't want to eat. Now my females, they're the most. They'll nail it. You know, but my males are the ones that are being picky and choosy.
This is the snake that I give people who scared of snakes. Like I can do whatever I want to this snake. He won't hiss, bite. I can bite him. Dude, I mean, it don't matter. I can literally have him on my neck. I've done this like this and feed my snakes. My brat, and he won't strike.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Crazy.
I'm telling you, this is my favorite snake. And he's not.
KG got me nervous for a second there. I thought you was pulling an Ozzy Osbourne for a second. What up?
He's not he's not expensive. He's not a crazy combo. Just man, this is my guy, man.
That's your keeper. That's your ambassador right there.
Do you put him the females still? You still put him the females?
Yeah, he's breeding one of his daughters. He's a pastel yellow belly het lavender.
Hell yeah.
So he's going to one of his daughters right now. She should be laying pretty soon.
He's got a name?
Versace.
Versace.
Every snake that we keep has a name.
Us too.
If I'm selling it, I don't name it. But if I'm keeping it, you getting a name.
Right?
Remember that, Alex. If you're selling it, you don't name it.
Yeah.
It's funny because a couple people that have bought, multiple snakes from us, they know that we name the snake. So the last show, somebody came to pick up a baby and was like, well, what'd you name it? I said, I didn't name it. It's your, oh, I thought you were going to name it. It's so cool. We were going to keep it as that. I was like, I don't know. Name him George. Shit.
Right? Take the name real quick.
I love naming them.
Yeah, there's some of them I'm like, man, it could be serial number 1679.
Right.
I'm fucking naming it. I'm like, go for it.
I'm so exalted. And then I'll like go up to him. I'm like, have you fed Credence yet? He's like, who the is Credence? I'm like,
but that's how I am. She'll ask me about a klutz or a pairing or something. I'm like, well, who the hell is it? What's the snake's name? I know exactly. If you say the name, I know where it is and the rack, everything. So
I ain't gonna lie, Alex done rode me for a couple of days now. She's like, come on, man. She's like, what is black number 4? I need red number 1, white number 2. I'm like, what are we talking about? She's like, well, those are the racks and these are the snakes. Well, what's the name? Oh shit. All right, hold on a minute.
Right. Yeah.
And she couldn't get Justin to send it to me, so she had to do it. Justin was slacking over there.
I'm the genes. That's what I kind of keep that gene memory bank. But if I could pull that snake out and just look at it and be like, okay, well, this is my NG Clown, or this is my, GHI Pastel Freeway, or this is my OD Pastel. I can just keep going through them all, This is my example.
She names it. Justin's over there looking for 2023-23-45. And he's like, where the hell is Clyde? Where'd Clyde come from?
Thank you.
No, usually like I can say over time since she's done that, when I go in there feeding, I can see the names. And now when she does say it, I'm like, okay, well, that's this one. That's this one. That's this one. Yeah. It's when I'm moving bins around and swapping shit around, I'm like, wait, which one is that? Okay.
I will say it's easier to get rid of a snake that you don't have a name for.
It is. You don't have that attachment.
Yep. You go through like kind of getting to know its personality, at least me anyways. I like to get to know its personality before I name it. And then you just like kind of bond with it. Like, so the ones that I'm getting rid of, I try not to bond with. I'm just like, I don't mean to be mean, but I'm not allowed to touch you much.
Right.
But I like to work with them, so then when they get to their other, their forever home, they're not an asshole. So I do work with them a little.
I constantly, every snake in here, I'm always messing with their head.
Right?
They're not head shy. They're not all spooked out and shit.
Right.
Well, I've learned that babies are going to be bitey no matter what. So, I've been bit probably about 10 times by the baby since I've had, hatchlings, but it don't even hurt. It's not even like they bite you. Most of the time they miss you.
Yeah.
Like
Or
they don't even
blood.
they don't even hit you. Like they're just trying to strike near you to get you to get away. But once they realize that you're not getting away, they're kind of like, oh, all right, whatever.
Bluff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a bluff.
Throwing up that defense.
Yeah, the bluff.
You know, kind of like the possum. He lays there and makes you think that he's sleeping.
My hatchlings, I handle them at least once a week. Like if like I'm going to sell it, it's going out. If like right now I'm working with Elias's snake, it's paid for, so I'm working with holding on it every day. Every morning I'll take it out like for like 5 minutes and just hold it and like get used to me grabbing the back of its head and stuff, so it's not freaking out. But like when it gets ready time to ship these snakes out, I try to work with them a little bit more.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I like to handle them. I'm guilty of that. A lot of people, you know, they say you shouldn't do it. I'm like,
I think it should be done. I mean, especially if I'm going to sell this snake and it's going to be around any kind of little kids or anything. Like I definitely want, you know, it to be used to seeing people and having its head touched or even being, you know, held at all. So I usually work with a lot of the babies.
Yeah, I don't care what it is, baby.
I ain't just going to send you a heathen snake. I might be a heathen, but I ain't going to send you a heathen snake, Elias.
See, we've been working on changing our like times because I did a lot frozen dog before. Now that I'm breeding ASFs and whatnot, I'm kind of swapping over to all live. But like I was doing that more frozen dog late as fucking night, so they were aggressive as hell at nighttime. You know, like now if I could open some of these bins,
nice, Crystal.
It's so time consuming. You know, once you get past like 30 snakes, feeding frozen thaw, man, take forever.
Oh my gosh, and it's like gross. I mean, it's like
it was like mine would hit.
Now you gotta keep heating them up. And it's just man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I get tired of doing this shit. Yeah.
You know, he'd be like, "Can you come over here and hold this for a minute?"
My hands get tired of the wiggle of this shit.
Probably got, I'd say probably 3,000 rats in our freezer, like an emergency stash.
Right.
I'm like, man, we got to start feeding some of these off because, you know, I don't know how long, you know, the shelf life in the freezer is. Right. About a month ago, I thawed out about 150 of them. I got to about 10 in. I was like, man, fuck this. Oh, man, I must have trashed. I wasted so much money. I'm like, I can't do it. Can't.
That's kind of how I was.
2 hours, man.
I'm definitely throwing about a good 10 or 12 of them out. Like, I'm over this shit. Fuck it.
It smells so bad. I'm like, damn.
Thanks for coming in, Nana D.
Even
That's
good.
my problem is the smell. I'm sitting over there like gagging while I'm trying to feed this thing.
I was thinking like these rats can't be good. They smell so bad.
That's what I don't understand. I've heard some podcasts say, "Oh, I'll never breed rats," right? And then they're like, "But I feed frozen thawed, and I can't breed rats because I'm allergic." But I'm thinking at the same time, it's like, well, you got 50 of them laid out on the floor, with a damn heater pumping on them. You know they stinking. I don't care what you say, they stinking. And then you're gonna say you're allergic to them, so you can't breed them. Like, hold on a minute. Something don't seem right there.
Hey, there's got to be a rodent with hypoallergenic fur.
Yeah, it's called hairless. Hairless, ain't that hairless?
Hairless. I mean, ASFs have different kind of fur too. It's like rabbit fur.
It's soft. Like I'm sitting there petting my ASFs. Like my mom is like on the babies and stuff. I'll sit there and just pet them a little bit, get them used to not biting me and stuff. But
I hate how cute they are. I'm like, don't look at me.
Hey, as you putting it in, it's like no.
With their little hands, please. You're like, oh my gosh.
And it's crazy because ASFs are, you know, rats. They make so much damn noise. You swear they were. I mean, they are getting murdered.
Not the ASF.
Once the ASF is hit, he's like,
I'm done.
Yeah, he's just that's it.
They are very defensive. I will say that.
Now the Norries, boy, they be kicking like a rabbit,
squealing, crying, all kind of crazy shit.
And ASFs are like the what's his name? Bruce Lee of rats, and things are like ninjas.
That's what I hear. You got to throw it in the bin and it hops right back out. You're like, son of a bitch.
Crystal don't even touch the bin.
You got to toss them underneath. You open that drawer a little bit and toss them back and shut it. I only open it 6 inches because
It's hard though, because some of them it's like they just know that sound. You do the one, and the rest of them are like, oh, okay, I see. They're at like the water bowl, just chilling, like, oh, okay, it's my turn. So you really can't toss them back, because if you do that, then it's your hand if you get unlucky.
It's a tight space in here already, so they like I can jump back so far. They come lunging out at you. They're right there in your face almost. So I'm like,
oh, we've had a few instances where some big girls have come out and acted crazy.
I don't know. Probably for a straight year, I used to feed just like this. Ready? And hold it right by the tail.
Right,
the whole time.
Toss it in there.
Really?
The whole time. No, just hold it right by the tail until it was like whop.
They never
let it go. Nope. For a straight year, I would just hold it up there.
You got the heart of a gunslinger.
Yeah, you got some balls.
Well, look, you're gonna get bit. You're gonna get bit.
Super long tongues.
And I mean, Justin's seen some of my bigger females now. They'll launch out the tote, and you got a medium in your hand. You're like, well, you know what a medium nori looks like,
right?
And that thing would be like, wow, wow, wow. And
I got like an 18-inch pair of hemostats. Grab by the tail, boom, fling them in there. Look, shut the door.
I got a 2-foot hemostat right here. You see it? I got a 2-footer right here.
Yeah.
See that 2-footer?
2-footer.
I ain't scared.
Listen, I had a baby think my pinky was food, and he stayed wrapped around that hand and had my pinky in his mouth for a good 10 minutes till he finally was like, all right, this ain't food.
This is getting old. Come on, get off.
That's it. Just like hanging out with him, like on his arm. I'm like, oh my god.
I looked at her,
rubbing alcohol.
This isn't bad, but if this is an adult female, one of my big girls, this shit would suck.
Little rubbing alcohol.
When them adults hit you, man,
they'll let you go.
They hit hard.
Yep.
Ooh,
you put a little smear of rubbing alcohol on their mouth, they'll let you go.
Yeah, she's had one get her. I've had a big one get me, but not like rap. It was more a strike, not like.
Yeah, I never had a big one rap me.
Yeah.
Thank God. And I was feeding when she hit me too. I'm so happy. She hit me, then hit the rat and went back in. And I was like, oh my God. I mean, I was so happy that didn't play out differently.
Right.
I was like, whoa. And then for a second, I kind of stood there. I was like, whoa, that could have been really bad. Real bad.
My big ones are kind of mellow now because, I've handled them for at least a year, a little over a year. So they're kind of mellow.
Heck yeah.
I got a couple littler ones that are feisty. I got like a 500-pound or 500-gram lesser NG orange ghost hat clown hat genetic stripe female. She's just, I don't know if she's going to settle down or not. She's feisty.
You get them some, like I said, I got some of them girls that no matter what, there's one, if I touch the bin, she'll go to hissing already.
She just hisses. She just gets mad that you're even around.
Little brother Luke's in the house.
We skipped out on the truffle shuffle tonight, guys. Sorry. But we did hit up to 30, so $1 got donated to USR.
I love
What's
how
up, Luke?
You are about the truffle shuffle not happening.
What up?
Luke.
Actually, I got a question for you, KG. As a kid, what did you want to be when you get older? When you got older?
That's funny, man. I wanted to be a podiatrist.
Did you really?
Foot doctor.
Nice.
That was because my mom had some horrendous feet. So I'd always give her pedicures and shit when I was a kid. I was like, I'm gonna fix your bunions. I think when I got to high school and figured out how much school I needed to do, I was like, I'm out.
You're out.
I'm out on that.
Shit, feet finder be looking really good right now if you did though, huh?
Oh man, it's funny. And I pride myself on my feet, man. Like I got baby soft feet. But that was because my mom's feet was so bad.
Right.
So I always, put lotion on them. I always wore socks, never went barefoot. She just like ingrained in that in me. Like,
Yep.
you don't want these. She has some eagle talons, man.
Thanking.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's what we do, though. We learn off of our parents and our elders, you know, shit like that is what we take and project things, you know?
For sure.
Definitely hold some things, and then you're like, okay, well, I know what not to do or whatever.
Man.
Right. I looked at my dad one day, and he was kind of upset. He was like in his 50s, and he was upset. He should have did more for his kids when he was younger. He was just upset about it. And I looked at him and was like, look, you told me how not to be a dad. You went out, sat in a bar all the time. I'll never go to the bar. So, I've learned a lot from you, believe it or not. and he dried his eyes up and says, I'll take it, and I was like, well, good, because you don't need it on that shit. I ain't worried about it. You know what I mean? Like you showed me how not to be a father. So just go on with it.
Let's focus on the present, not the past.
Yep. I never seen my dad cry a day in his life until he was in his 50s, and he was crying about, what happened 20, 30 years ago. No, I mean, come on now.
That's what happens, man. Shit.
Yeah.
When you have kids, you got that superhero role, I didn't see my dad cry till he's in the 70s.
Right.
And we went to funerals as kids. He just was stoic as can be.
Yep.
But once especially I think 65, 70, you start thinking about your mortality and how much longer you got and all the shit you fucked up and wish you could did different. That makes you change. I've seen a lot of tough guys turn soft.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, because when you're younger, you think, I have all this time, you have all this time, and then one day you're like, oh shit, all that time is gone and I didn't do anything, or whatever.
I thought 50 was old as, like, I thought that was, you were on your last leg.
What up, Carlos?
And, now I'm fucking 54, about to be 55. Shit, I don't feel like I'm old, but as a kid, 50, I was like, wow. You're a senior.
I think about that all the time. Like when I look at my age now, I'm like, man, back, when I was 25, I was like 35. I was like, I don't ever want to be 35. Now I'm here. I'm like, man, I'm so young.
Right.
I don't know if that's just what we tell ourselves.
I'm telling you.
You're as young as you feel, right? Is what they say.
That's it. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I refuse to grow up.
Right. I mean, I'm an adult when I have to be, but if I don't have to be, I'm total immature. Right? Yeah. I can take care of my responsibilities, but if I ain't got no responsible about nothing, I'm an idiot, and it's fun. I do dumb shit because it's fun.
That's it. Gotta have fun, man. Shit, life's so short.
Right. Trust me, you learn the hard way. I definitely had those couple years of running my company where I was just nonstop. And I was like, you know what? I gotta just sit back and get me time and family time. Man. Like when you're out there from 5 o'clock in the morning and get home at 7, 8 o'clock and then back to bed doing it again, there ain't no family time, no nothing.
And that's just funny because when I was growing up, both my parents were self-employed.
All right.
So when I woke up in the morning, they were gone. When I went to sleep, they was gone. I saw them on the weekend and in the summer. Both my parents would take the whole month of August off, the whole month. And we would be National Lampoons, man, just driving through the state on the national parks, like vacation, doing all kind of crazy shit. So I always look forward to that.
Right.
I mean, and like you were saying, as my dad got older, he was like, man, I wish I'd have did it. I was like, nah. Because if you gave up work to hang out with us, I wouldn't have had all the fun shit that I had.
Right.
Like,
we would have done all that shit.
You did it perfect. Nah, it was good. So, it's give and take. It's just like the snakes, right? There ain't no right and wrong way.
It's the end result that matters.
That's it.
All right.
1,000 ways to do it. Which way is the right way? That's all you got to figure out.
Your way. That's it.
What works for you?
There is no real right or wrong
I listen
way.
to everybody.
I mean,
I listen to everybody too. You take everything in and you do your thing. You know what I mean?
Make it your own.
Because what works for you might not always work for me. And what works for me might not work for you, you know?
And that don't mean your way has to be everybody's way.
There's a lot of hypocrites out there too. It doesn't matter how right you think you are. Somebody's going to tell you you're doing it wrong. So if anybody out there takes that to heart, you know, you shouldn't, because there's going to be a hypocrite and there's going to be a hater no matter what you do in life. No matter what. I don't care what you're doing. Whether it's snake, whether it's golf, whether it's sports.
It's the same
I don't
thing
care.
like in the salon.
There's a hater everywhere.
Formula, right? Well, you need one part developer, one part color. You mix the shit and the hair is not right. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
I knew I should have did 2/3 to a third. Like, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
yes.
They'll throw you a curveball just to see you fail.
Oh, absolutely. I've had people give me advice where I'm like, now okay, with your sabotaging act.
Right. Yeah.
I see you.
You just make a mental note. Now I know.
Exactly. Yep.
You told me who you were. That's fine.
That's it.
I love that. Game on me.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Since like the 5 years I've been with her, going on 6 now, and I can see like there's some cutthroat people in the industry. Like I've
for sure,
progressing and everything.
In any industry, I don't care what it is, what you do.
No matter where you're at, there's always going to be that type that feels they have to do that to succeed.
Yeah, life, man, that's life.
We're dealing with that now, getting our parts. We used to get our parts up there in Jacksonville. You know where I'm talking about, Justin.
Yep.
And then we started getting them from Ocala. And the guy in Jacksonville was like, why are you getting them from Ocala? I was like, yo, it's $100 less a door, bro. Like, we're talking $200 for one job. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Right.
So the guy's like, oh, well, what if I, compete with them? Would you get it from me? Well, if you're going to compete with them, we'll get it from you, but we need 2 orders a week. All right, yeah, no problem. So now he's cutting it. Not only does he compete with him, but he dropped another $6 less per door off. So it's an actual $12 less, even less. So because he wants the sales now, because everybody has been going to Ocala because they've been charging so much. And he's like, I don't know what's going on. So we told him straight up, like, yo, your prices compared to their prices are just day and night, bro. So if you can't compete with them, we're over there. So now he's like, well, I guess I'm gonna have no choice but to change all my pricing to compete with them. Yep. So
I think
sometimes you got to compete a little bit. You don't want to cut your own throat, but you got to compete too.
Well, people buy from people they like, right? So obviously you like that dude, but his prices was too high. So he like, hey, I want to win you back. How can I do it? Yep. I respect that. He's like, fuck it. Yeah. He valued you,
and he finally realized too. One of his managers was really like dropping the ball bad. So his manager that was a manager now is back to like, the little front desk clerk answering the phone again. But it's not the manager's fault. You know what I mean? He's just doing what his prices are. You can't blame him for it. But
no.
You got to compete in any industry. You're going to have to compete, no matter what it is.
Yep.
Competition brings the best out. So you got to embrace it.
That's why I kind of like always people want to be like, oh, this person underdid this snake, underpriced this snake, underpriced. I'm like, actually, like, yeah, he did underprice than everybody else, but he's getting out the door. He don't want it to sit on his table. He don't want to feed it no more. Why are you hating on the guy? What? Oh, did he sell 20 of them? You only sold 4 of them? Well, that's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a hustle. It is a hustle at the end of the day. You can't hate on the other guy and his grind, You really can't. So, I don't know. I do feel it, though. You can't go undercut a gene and make it, a ridiculously low price, and everybody's like, what the fuck? I get that point, too, but you can't. There's a certain limit, more or less.
Well, that's the thing, right? How many are available? If you got some that nobody else got, that's holding a lot of value.
Right.
If you got some that everybody got and you still trying to keep the price way up here, then something's wrong with you.
Right.
You don't understand business.
Yep.
Supply and demand,
Yep.
Yeah.
And more, even the ones that aren't so many out there, more and more eventually over time, there's going to get more and more of them. So that price, like you just said there, is going to drop. You're going to have somebody's like, fuck it. I got 10 of these. I don't want to have them no more. Let's just move them and let's get on to the next,
Absolutely.
I'm sure we all have jeans in our collection that we've paid for, and the price has already dropped on them.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, every one of us.
Yeah.
That's going to happen, every time. Like jeans are going to go up and down, and from what I'm seeing, and you could disagree with this if you want or not, but KG said it earlier. When Canova puts something out, it seems like that's what sells. Like when he puts out, like when Pompeii came out, black pastel clowns went up through the roof because that was one of the ingredients for Pompeii, and that's. It sucks that it's like that, but that's just you got to hope that whatever Canova puts out, that you have some of those building ingredients
on
that you're going to sell.
Yeah, he did that marketing, man. You got to give him his flowers for that.
Yeah, you do.
Time he did that. We did a show in Vegas probably a year and a half ago, and one of the breeders that I'm cool with out here offered me a 1.1 proven breeder paint. Not head paint, visual paint.
Right.
The male was 1,600 grams. The female was almost 3,000 grams. He said, man, I'm having a shitty show. Just take both of them for 1,500. I'm like, I don't want another recessive project. I'm cool. I passed.
Wish you would have now.
2 months after that, Justin did a paint video.
Damn.
And the price of paint went crazy.
Damn.
I called him back like, hey, you got me? He's like, man, those been gone.
Right. Someone else jumped up on that.
Yeah. When he offered it to me, I hadn't even heard of paint. I looked at it. Oh, that's cool, but I don't want to get into another project. Justin released a video. I'm like, oh, shit. Fucked up.
Let me go back and see if I can get that.
It's gone.
And that's seriously where you got to be. And I mean, it's not a bad marketing strategy just to follow what he does. But I mean, you're going to miss out on some of it if you don't have it ready to go. Like when he drops that video, if you're not ready to go, you're going to miss out.
I say make it better, right? So like the Pompeii, that's a great example. There's so many people out here, I'm going to try to hit a Pompeii in the next couple of years. Well, by the time you get to making the Pompeii, he's on to the Italy or whatever.
Right.
He's named some shit. Right.
Right.
I'm not poo-pooing the Pompeii. That should be in part of the process, but you need to add, what can I add to that? How can I make that better?
Right.
Let me make a DG hypo Pompeii. That should be your goal. Or a Pompeii pie. That hasn't been made. Like, you should be thinking outside the box. How can I add to it?
Or like take black pastel out and put mahogany or blackhead or something else in that's a little different that, changes up a little.
You said it best. If you don't already have it when he's dropping it, then you already behind.
Yep, you're already behind.
You're already behind. There's people still trying to make Batmans. Now, if that's your goal, then I'm still trying to make a panda. That
right.
Trash now. But that's just something I want to do.
Hey, I'm still trying to shoot for a panda next year. I mean, it's something that I want to do as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably make a Batman clutch here and there, but it's going to be with other stuff in it. I mean, I have leopard and I have spot nose, but I want to put stuff on top of that without pastel or inchy or, fire, whatever, what's out there. I don't want. I want other genes in it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
you can't make what's out there. You gotta shoot for something slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, you can tell me to go, screw off or whatever. You're wrong. Do what you want, but
make what you like. Because if it don't sell,
make what you like.
It'll be a nice pet.
It's like I sit here thinking, I'm like, which is like, is there one that I really want to create? And I'm like, there's like 10 I really want to create. That's kind of why I did what I did.
Yeah.
But now,
in your opinion, what is the next big gene? What do you think the next big thing is going to be?
In my opinion.
In your opinion.
Ooh. I don't know. That's a good question, man. I don't know. What do I think is going to resurge is hypo.
Right.
I think the price of hypo is going to start going up.
It should.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're awesome animals.
It'll go like how DG went crazy, but I think hypo is one of those genes that a lot of people, just didn't really mess with, didn't really work with. It's been so cheap for so long. I think now you're starting to see a lot of crazy combos with hypo in it, and it's getting a lot of attention. And they age so well. So
yep, and they look good when they're bigger. You're right.
Yeah, they look good. So.
Now the whole G stripe thing, it's just like if it's G stripe het clown, it's 3 times as much for some reason.
There's a lot of genes like that. You can have one combo.
What up, Matt?
Add het clown to it, and it doubles and triples in price. Or het desert ghost, or
Right.
Yeah.
I don't mean
KG, you ever hear a Dutch stripe?
No.
D stripe.
Oh, D stripe. I have heard of that. I can tell you a gene that I really, really like, and I think is super slept on. Is called Sapphire.
Oh, yeah, Sapphire's nice.
Sapphire.
I've seen some combos.
Sapphires, man, that's one on my list right now. I said I wasn't gonna get nothing else, but I like that gene so much.
I like Furrow, and Justin's got that Furrow. I think Furrow has
really nice.
Some really good potential.
Shit,
that was one that I got in the game. I did a lot of research on.
Leviathan made some Furrow clowns, right?
Yeah, Leviathan made some. I think he made like the Nala Furrow, I believe, is what it was.
Is that what it is?
I think so. It might have been the Nala Furrow.
Yeah.
I have to look, but he's definitely when I picked it up and I went to the show and saw him. He's like, I heard you got some Furrow too, because we got on the Sunset Talk,
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you got some Furrow too. I was like, yeah, I got some. He's like, yeah, we got some over there. And then sure enough, like a couple months later, he started pulling it out. I was like, hell yeah, that's what's up.
Oh, that Furrow's nice. It's nice.
It's got some good potential for sure. Really, what made me look at it is I had a snake I got from a lady at a show. Her husband died, and she was giving away his whole collection. And she's like, look, I got this snake. He calls it the dark gene, da 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 da. I was like, well, I'll just grab this one off you, Got home, started researching, looking at some stuff. And I'm like, man, this looks just like Furrow, Hit up a couple people that have Furrow, and like, it looks similar, hell yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just grab me a pair. I'll prove it out down the road,
Yeah.
Right.
It's one of those ones out that's like, I want to figure out what this snake is I got, and I think this is what I got, and I want to figure it out. Then this so happened too that now I got another project. I'm like, well, let me get these Pots Hat Monarchs and just get that Furrow Monarch running, and et cetera, So
that's going to be a cool snake. I haven't seen Furrow and Monarch or Ultramel, anything albino. I haven't seen Furrow.
Yeah,
I saw the pairing. I see why you had to say Poss on it, but I'm pretty sure there's Monarch in it,
Yeah.
My
bad, oh man, I like Monarch. I like Ultramel more, but I mean, there's Monarchs. You can't, like you said, just depends on the combo. You can turn anybody's opinion. Anybody can say, I hate this gene, and you can show them an example, and they're like, okay, I hate everything but that one. That one's nice,
I like Marvel too. Me and Jay Slithers have been talking about Marvel. He's got a couple. I wouldn't mind adding one of those.
I've never heard of the Marvel Scrambler. I see that's in the comments. That's a nice gene.
So we got.
I think Jeremy Bod's working some Scrambler that he found in his clutch.
He made a Scrambler clown pod. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, I was talking to him in Tampa when he was down there, and he actually it popped up in one that he had.
Yeah.
And that's how he wound up finding that Scrambler gene.
Yeah. See, that's
like HRA is another good gene that I really like. I want to work in a lot of combos.
Which one?
HRA.
Yeah. Head red is nice.
What's your thoughts, KG? Enhancer or DG?
I've seen them both. I think it's funny because they do different things, right? Enhancer is like DG hypo, the tones on the snake. DG, you get those super rich blacks. The enhancer line, you lose the blacks, and those
they're like grays.
Is more toned down, so it's almost like a DG hypo, the enhancer line. Is it the same? I don't know. They saying it is, but you know, it's like everything else. Once it's line bred, right? Like OD, Chris Herndon's OD is different, but he just kept holding back the best examples of every OD and rebreeding it, and now he's got his own OD. It's like Barnhart. You know, he held back the best black pastel each time, and it's so refined now. You know, what are you saying? It is what it is. If you got
the own genes,
yeah,
now basically.
Yeah, you hold back the
3 generations too. You can do that in. Go back is it 3 generations? I can go back pretty much on line breeding.
Yeah,
and I don't do it 3 times down the line, pretty much. Then you got to throw something else in the mix and then do it again, pretty much over.
That's what they say. I don't know. You know, I mean, like taking a father to the daughter. It's that. I also often think like, damn, I might get some kink snakes, but
right.
Yeah, you never know. How's the viability? How's the longevity? I don't think reptiles, you know, their DNA is sustainable shit.
Right.
You know, they don't have those reproductive issues that mammals have.
Right.
Correct.
You know,
Correct.
you start line breeding dogs and shit, you're gonna have some aliens in a minute. They're gonna look real weird and act weird.
Think about like in the wild, you get like snake pits and balls and shit, and they're all mating. You know, they're all producing with their babies and everything like that.
Right.
So you gotta think like certain animals, like you said, are built for that process. Like other animals aren't built for that process.
Yeah. Shit. A snake can reproduce itself without anybody else.
Yeah, like what was that? Brian Bartek's anacondas did that this year.
Yeah.
Laid 2.
Orthogenesis, yeah.
It's never been bred.
Yeah. Just go in there one day and it's laying babies. Like, what the hell?
One was stillborn and one they actually do get an alive baby out of it. But yeah, they've never bred that snake and it laid 2 snakes.
Yeah.
So that's wicked. That's wicked.
So I think reptiles can handle it versus.
I mean, some of them big snakes like that. I mean, I could see why it was, you know, key to their species to be able to develop, you know, babies like that, because that thing might be out by itself, like no other anaconda anywhere around it. And how's it going to reproduce if it's by itself?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Think how long. I mean, snakes been around for, you know, like gators and all that other dinosaur type stuff.
Yep.
It's been around forever.
Yeah.
They're definitely dinosaurs.
For
Can't
sure.
nobody deny it.
How can something get around? Think about all the stuff that's on the planet, right? These things don't even have limbs. And they've evolved so long, you know what I mean? It's crazy. You cut my arms off and threw me a burger, I'm gonna probably starve.
I'm going to learn how to use my feet.
I'm going to eat that motherfucker. Oh, look at my
It's gonna take me a minute to figure it out. Hopefully, I don't starve before I figure it out.
We're gonna adapt, KG. We're gonna adapt, bro.
Right. No legs, no arms. Like, damn, how do you think? Like, damn, how does this thing even make it in the wild? It's crazy. And they're everywhere. Yeah.
I think you only have your mouth as defense on top of that. Something you eat.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And the fact that, like you said, they haven't been wiped out, not having anything but that.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It's nuts.
I don't know about that. He said, I think Leviathan had a Parslow ball python clutch. I don't know where I don't know, maybe. You seen it? I haven't.
Shit, we bought a snake from Antoine Aparto.
Really?
Yeah, that girl, she's doing good. It's a Lucy too, red eye Lucy.
Oh wow!
It's a super lesser clown.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess it can be done then. Yeah. Jeremy Bod did last year.
Yeah. They say they're not viable, but I've heard, you know, so many conflicting stories.
That's what I was gonna say, because like me and Adam brought his clutches over here. We thought we might have had one, and that was his first response. Like, I don't know if they'll make it or not. So I'm like, was that what happened? You know? And He's like, really, there's controversy back and forth. We don't know, you know. Which happened to be, it wasn't a part of the clutch, but
yeah,
I was like, oh, whoa, what, really? So that would have been a hell of a great first experience for me. So
yeah,
Right.
I don't remember.
Well, hell, we went way over the hour. We're about an hour and 40 minutes.
Shooting the shit.
Yeah, we just been bullshitting, so I let it go.
That's it.
I'm about it.
What time?
We'll give it another 5 minutes. I'm not just going to go, all right, we're out.
Right.
It's only 8:15 for you, right, KG?
Yeah. Yeah, it's early. I can go.
Last week I had to go. I had shit to do. So it had to be like, all right, guys, I'm sorry, but I'm out.
KG said, well, I'm going to feed tonight when we get off here.
No, I'm not going to feed tonight. I'm going to feed Friday, though. Where is that?
That's what I feed either Thursday or Friday, depending when Chris gets back. My feeder guy, sometimes Saturday. In 3 days.
Somebody today or tomorrow for us.
Proper Royals.
Yeah, got old Adam on there tonight, rocking old Adam.
We're doing shout outs. I got Sugar Skulls in today.
Yeah.
Rich McCall.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Pressure.
Pressure, Pete.
Applying pressure.
Right.
Pressure. What you got, KG?
That I was looking at that one that we got from Antoine, Super Lesser Clown.
Oh, that's a pattern.
So you give it the old you try. Do you do the black light trick, KG, to see the pattern or no?
Yeah, my black light. I can't find it. You know, I think the kid done took that shit and wasn't playing with it. Yeah, nah, it's crazy. And this was a part though, so.
And it's a parso. That's weird.
It's funny because her eye is red. The pupil's red and the outside is blue.
My Ultramel is that way. I have an Ultramel, bamboo black pastel Ultramel that is that way.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not an albino, but it has an albino eyes. It's crazy.
That's so cool.
Interesting little snake. I can't wait to see if she can breed.
Is that one snake you like? Do you make you some bells to just have on the table?
That was D wanted to do that. She wanted to make a all bells for shows and stuff. We got a super Mojave and a super lesser pairing right now, so those would be all bells, and then that snake coming up. But I'm like over it.
Right. That's kind of why with the pied route, because I know it's like either bells.
I like pieds.
Yeah.
The all white snake. I mean, it's cool. It is a eye catcher, for people who don't know anything about anything. The newcomer that comes in, they're like, "Holy shit, an all white snake!" That's crazy.
I don't know how pied isn't more of an eye catcher to me.
Pied, that's how it is for me. I think people that don't know anything and see a pied, that's like, looks like you erased the pattern. It's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, like some of our pieds, I'm like, oh my gosh, like if I walked up to a table and saw that for the first time, that would be the snake I would want,
That's how it was. When I saw the first pied in, I want to say it was 2007 or 6, a buddy showed me. And I first thing I said was, that's Photoshop. That's not real. Yeah, like that. Like, man, that ain't real. That's Photoshop. And then I researched and found out it was real. And I think back then they were like 20 grand or something.
Oh my God.
I said, well, I'll never have one of those.
Yeah, right.
Well,
now you got a half a rack full.
Yeah.
Actually, this is actually some simple jeans. This is cinnamon pinstripe.
I was gonna say, it's funny because it looks like it's Mojave.
Right, but no, it's just cinnamon. It's cinnamon pinstripe pied, and it's kind of crazy because I have like cinnamon pieds, and they're they're almost an all white snake.
Yeah.
Those pinstripe in it, you'll get some more saddles coming back.
Yeah, that pinstripe brings it back.
Yep.
And I like the way those saddles are.
Yeah, I do too. Bro, you lay this on some mulch, but it blends.
Solid saddle with the black borders.
Yeah, all around the edge.
Yeah, those are sick.
It's honestly, it's like one of my favorite pies is that one right there. And it's like the simplest jeans, you know.
I think pied is, you know, a lot of people are abandoning that project. You know, they're like, that's it, it's over, it's a dead end. But like Alex was saying, I think it's gonna save the hobby. It's gonna bring more people in. You know, like you said, when you walk in the show, yeah, you see a lot of colorful snakes, but nothing stands out like a pied.
Right.
Nothing.
I'm still doing single pieds. I'm just not doing pieds and double and triple recessive animals. I'm pulling out my pieds into doubles and triple recessives because, like, eventually you're just making pieds with you know, different colors or different patterns. But they're just pieds.
Do what?
Is it pastel yellow belly?
Nope. OD fire pied.
OD fire, right? It looks damn near the same.
Looks damn
super nice.
Hi, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get. I want to get a what is it? Super OD hypo pie from Aussie. I've just been waiting for some more to hit, but I'm kind of being picky on the situation with them. But I got some more because I got some. What is it? Pastel hypo het pies that I want to put to. Was it banana pastel hypo?
Just a hypo pied is beautiful.
Right.
Hypopieds are nice. Beautiful. I will say that.
The colors, man, everything about them, unbelievable. Just those two. It's a shame that, you know, now that a double recessive is less than $500. It's crazy.
Right. Yeah. See, like here's a little pastel. Let's see that camera. Pick it up. This is a banana pastel hypo het pod.
That's nuts. And no freckles.
No freckles.
Yeah. So hypo takes away freckles.
And I got 0.2 in these, so.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, banana, if you add a bell complex, it'll remove the freckles.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I have a banana clown that has like probably 2 freckles and it keeps growing and I don't see any more keep popping up or anything, you know.
If you put a bell complex in the banana, you'll eliminate all the freckles. All.
So that's good enough.
What is it?
I'm not a fan of the freckles.
Yeah, some people like them, some people don't. I like them without.
That's crazy because we got a female breeder. She's got like very few freckles on her, and then we got a male that's het pied, and he's like loaded with freckles.
Loaded with, yeah.
Loaded.
Banana
like it's like the. I mean, I know they're both, you know,
absolutely
she's a straight banana. She doesn't have any kind of hets whatsoever, but she has very minimal dots whatsoever. Very minimal.
Right.
I mean, if you're talking about, you know, projects being done, there's still a lot to do in clown. I mean, I haven't seen any clowns that are like super blackhead highway clowns. You know what I mean? Like a recessive super, you know, visual recessive. I haven't seen any. And that's what I'm stuck trying to do. I don't care. I'll stay single and double recessives, but there's going to be, you know, supers and allelic combos in the same animal. And you won't, you know, create, you know, nothing normal at all. If I take 2 of those and put together, you know, I'm getting 2 genes out of each snake. I'm making, you know, the whole clutches with 4 gene combos.
There's still combos without any recessives that look amazing.
Right. There's a lot to do with everything still. I mean, that's the bad part about it. Like, we have not touched the surface on any one gene.
Right.
I don't think.
You got 300 morphs, man. You know how many different combos that is?
Yeah.
Like, infinite.
Endless possibilities. Endless possibilities.
Yeah.
I mean, and then everyone's stacking recessive
now every
and
time
skipping on stacking the codoms. I mean, it's wild. I mean, yeah, it might go
I think they're doing that for one reason. You have to do it with no codoms first.
Right.
Because each codom you add exponentially makes it
Yeah,
harder.
takes the odds away.
Right. So they want to stack them, get that visual first and then start breeding back with, mixing in the codoms. Because I know just to hit a double recessive, right? If you go double het to double het.
That's like what, 1 in 32, double het to double het?
1 in 32, right? So to hit super orange, so you got Orange Dream, double het, Desert Ghost Ultramel. To an Orange Dream double het,
Desert Ghost Ultramel.
To hit the Super Orange Dream double visual is 1 in 256.
Damn.
Instead of 1 in 32.
All right.
So that's why, and that's just adding Orange Dream, just one copy on each side.
Yep.
You went from 1 in 32 to 1 in 256. So I think that's why so many people are trying to hit these triples with nothing in it first. And then now they can, once you have that,
they can make their hats. They can make their hats.
You have the visual triple female to size. Now you can take all these crazy
the
crazy combo male back to her, and then you'll make all kind of crazy stuff in between.
Right.
What it do, man? You late, bro.
Right.
What good, Wiz?
He said no alerts, no nothing. I mean, he's got a point because YouTube's shitty about giving alerts. So you got to pass.
Yeah, no, it's. I think that's the biggest thing. That's what's so hard. Trying to hit the Pompeii.
Right.
How many people got the ingredients and can't hit it?
Yeah.
Justin's probably hit what, 2 or 3, maybe.
Well, you got to work them supers and allelic combos out so you get your guarantees.
Yeah. The supers and allelics are, that's slept on.
Well, that's like right from the get-go, that was where my mind went. Like to do the supers and then try to put an allelic on top of it. Like if I could do a single recessive that is super and allelic, that's passing 3 genes on no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, supers are nice to have. That's a powerhouse because then you almost got to guarantee that gene's going to carry over,
Yeah. So, that's the thing too, is you eliminate the ID problems.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to know what comes out.
That's one less ID you got to worry about.
And then if anything crazy pops
it's
up.
It's hard as hell, bro. Every clutch. I look at these babies and I think about the sire and the dam. I'm like, this don't make sense.
Yep.
Right.
No.
Every clutch I had this year.
What is this? Every clutch. I'm like, because, it's so many different genetics. And there's so many genetics that were mis-ID.
Yep.
You sold somebody you bought a snake from, sold you, supposed to have 2 genes.
How sport?
Hatch out like, how do I hit a yellow belly? Or you hit a white snake, right? Like, I didn't have yellow belly in the pairing. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's wicked.
Shed testing, that's where that's going to come in and help everybody out.
Yeah. They got to get the price down, man.
Right.
It's going to have to. Think about it. The more and more genes come out and they get made, somebody's going to want that full Scantron and they ain't going to want to spend freaking $1,000 for a full 200 gene Scantron if it came down to that.
Charlie could drop his price a little bit. Charlie done got a new house this year off of it.
I think they need to get it like worked out to where you send your shed in and you're not testing it for a gene. They're testing that shed to where they could tell you what that snake is. I think that's where it needs to be at for them to charge $100, for a full panel. I think it's $120 for a full panel.
No,
that would be worth it if you could send that in, and that's not even everything.
Used to be $120 for a full panel. Now that they have 30 different genetics, now your full panel consists of, you want the yellow belly panel?
Yeah. Well,
you want this panel that
it's broken down into like maybe 10 different things.
Yeah.
So you get a normal, you want to figure out what it is, you want to pay for that whole thing, you got to buy every panel.
Every panel. We done it. We panel tested probably 5 snakes. You know, spent the 120, and it worked out on 2 of them.
Heck yeah.
So one of the snakes came back 100% had DG, and that was like a bonus.
Right.
A visual hurricane clown that we paid $10,000 for.
Wow.
Now, if the seller knew that it was also had DG, it would have been 20 grand.
Yeah,
Yep.
back then.
Back then, you know, 2 years ago, it would have been 20. So that was like, okay, that was worth the 120.
Right.
Then we tested a bunch of Posset Sunset, came back negative, like, fuck. Well, that was a waste. So, you know, you win and you lose. So, but the shed testing, I think, is great. I think the best benefit of shed testing for our industry is it's going to eliminate a lot of snakes because people's not holding back 10 and 12 snakes and breeding those 10 and 12 to prove out those 10 and 12.
3 or 4. What,
You're going to reduce the pool of snakes because now you're going to eliminate, you know, if I know the clutch I'm holding, okay, I can pick the one I'm holding back and sell those. Versus before the old days, you had to keep the whole clutch and then breed those back. And you had to do that for 3 years to positively say that snake doesn't have this gene.
Exactly.
Right. So think about now in 3 years, you bred it average 6 babies. That's 18 babies. And that was a 8-egg clutch, 18 times 8. I mean, God damn, you got over 100 snakes that you could eliminate it with one shed test.
Right.
So that's the benefit of the shed test. A lot of people, you know, poo-pooing, oh, you know, not doing the work, you're cheating, you're rushing. I'm like, no, this is like the biggest benefit.
Damn right. I ain't spending 8 years to figure out this shit now.
Yeah, you're not gonna have in 10 years, there won't be 45,000 snakes available.
Hell no.
Nobody's gonna be breeding that many. You can narrow it down, you know.
Like I get the patience is definitely a key in this game, but there's certain projects like that, like you just said earlier, like Canova put out Pompeii. By the time you create it, there's done something it's years down the road, you know. Yep. So you want to kind of there you go. You just took out quite a few years.
They'll be like, oh my gosh, I was so 2023, and you're like 2026. You're like, you're late to the party.
That's it. But breed what you like.
Better late to know.
If your goal is to hit a Pompeii, then I'm with you 100%.
Facts.
Right.
You trying to make a Pompeii because you think you're gonna sell it for what Justin sold his for, you're missing the boat.
Right. That's where you're mistake.
That boat, that ship sailed.
I was saying that already sailed away.
Yeah, man, that was gone. Anybody been on a cruise? Have you guys been on a cruise?
A while ago.
That's a lonely feeling when you out on that island and you come back and the cruise ship is gone. now you got to catch another boat to catch up to the boat you're supposed to be on. When they say be back at the boat at 5, they mean 4:50.
Yes, better be back.
They done shut that love gate and that boat is moving. Like, no, I was here. And you see people on the top deck like smiling.
Drink in hand, as they got the drink in hand.
Yeah. So man, that's
their drink package that they paid for.
Yeah.
See, I have a thing with boats that I can't be down inside it, but I got to be on one of the staterooms or I ain't going.
You got to be at the top.
Yep, I'm at the top or I ain't going. I ain't going to be down in the ship. Like, I can't do that.
The Titanic, you want to be the last person off, huh?
No, I got to be in one of them top rooms, or I just, it ain't worth going to me.
Because I don't want to get wet. You're going to get wet.
Right.
I'll get wet up top. I don't care, but I ain't getting wet in the bottom because then you can't get out.
That's true.
And, hey, a lot of
pressure.
You know, a lot of people jump off those damn cruise ships thinking they're going to turn around and get their ass. And I'm like, you know that ain't.
First of all,
they're doing it for the selfie. And then they fall off.
Here's what people don't know, right? When you're in the middle of the ocean, even if you jump and somebody said, hey, they jumped and they make a U-turn, you'll ask them, wash it.
You're gone.
I mean, and it's so hard to see somebody. My buddy's got some jet skis. I'll never forget this. This is in the early 90s. And Catalina Island is 7 miles from Long Beach, right? So we got this, well, a full tank of gas in the jet ski can go 20 miles. Oh, let's ride to Catalina. Take off for like 10 minutes, right? Come off the gas. Can't see no land.
Nothing.
Can't see Catalina, can't see Long Beach. Don't see a high rise. You just see waves.
Yep.
Hey, you talking about scared?
Yeah.
Nobody got a fucking compass.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, hey, you looking at the gas needle like shit. Well, which way do we go? Bro,
you need that compass.
Man, when you're in the ocean, you can't see shit.
Nothing.
It's one thing playing in the waves, but when you get out there, that's a lonely feeling, man. Lonely.
Yeah, we have some guys here in town that go offshore. I got a 19-foot boat. Well, yeah, it's 19-foot boat. It's center console, et cetera, et cetera. And I have all my buddies like, let's go offshore. I'm like, you see, we get 7 miles out there. I got one motor. I ain't going out there with one motor. First of all, I've been in that situation. I ain't getting stuck out there again.
That breakdown, hey.
That's why you have 2 motors on that 30-foot, 40-foot boat out there, you know.
Man,
take your floaties.
I keep it all intercoastal. We ride intercoastal, all inshore fishing. Come on,
no, that's what you want. As long as you can see the land, you're good.
Yeah, I can still see the land over there.
Man, it's funny because people think waves only break at the shore.
No.
Man, it'd be 10, 20-foot waves in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah. That's terrifying.
It'll take your boat under. Like my 19-foot boat, I have them like what? Say you get them even white capping out there, probably what 4 foot, 5 foot.
Yeah.
You get a nice wave come through, I'm under. I'm going down. It'll take me.
Wow.
That blows pump ain't pushing out that water as quick as that wave coming over the side. Nope, it ain't happening.
And it's crazy with the jet
crab fishing they'd be doing out there
in relation to the wave, you know, or you're just.
Because we had a sick ass jet ski before I bought the boat.
Doing that Alaskan crab fishing out there and shit, man. I don't even know, bro. They're way out in the middle of the ocean, and that should be splashing way over that boat.
You see them big ass
that boat be like that. Boom, boom. And them shits are 120, 130 foot long.
Deadliest catch. They call it deadliest catch.
Yeah, that's there for a reason.
Hey, every time they go out, somebody don't come back.
Fuck no.
Well, you guys know, Fred from FNA went on a Fred from FNA went on a cruise, like a rock and roll cruise, just recently out of Miami. He came back. I was like, yo, how was the cruise? He's like, not bad. I got a little sick. He's like, we all made it back but one guy. I said, what do you mean? I said, would you guys leave him on the island? He said, no. He decided he was going to jump. He said, by the time we turned around, my man was no place to be seen.
Oh,
he said, so they just sent out, turned the boat right back around and kind of kept headed home and said, oh, Coast Guard will have to find him.
Yeah.
He said they got back to shore. He said they still ain't found him yet. So
I ain't jumping off no damn boat.
And out there, you know, shit. Well, you be floating out there, man. You know, them sharks out there, you're like dinner time now. You're like, oh, shit, that's a big old bobber out there. Look at that seal. Boom, boom.
I mean, you're like a needle in a haystack
just like that. Go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think it's too, that person's probably like drunk as shit. He ain't going to fight them waves. He'll be tired.
Oh, he'll be tired. Oh, not even. He'll be tired in 10 minutes and be out, you know? I mean, you don't realize how quick, especially once panic sets in, forget it. You're done.
10? Yeah, I was going to say 2 minutes.
Yeah, for real.
Panic.
I ain't jumping off no perfectly good boat. I don't see sense in it.
It's so stupid.
Is that like jumping out of a perfectly good airplane?
I mean, that sounds like a good time to me, as long as I got a perfectly good parachute, because I jump out of airplanes.
No,
it's fun.
You stupid.
But like in the middle of an ocean, you're just going to jump off this big ass boat. because I can't think of a good reason to.
I pulled a Lieutenant Dan.
What's that?
Have you ever?
Yeah,
been
well, Lieutenant Dan was a little crazy. I mean,
have I ever been skydiving?
Yeah.
You have?
Oh hell no! You ain't getting me to jump out no perfectly good airplane. Are you crazy?
Hey, you gotta do it one time.
First of all, I ain't even get. First of all, let's get it out there. I ain't getting in an airplane. If my happy ass can't drive there, I just ain't going.
You ain't going.
Now I get on a boat.
You're more prone to get in an accident and die by driving a car than in an airplane.
Man,
I'll do it, but I ain't gonna promise I ain't gonna faint. I'll definitely go.
I guarantee you, I get on that airplane, we all fuck.
Hey,
He's not lying. He's a fainter. He will faint.
That's a hell of a feeling, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, skydiving is cool.
It's cool.
That's the closest you're gonna come to flying or hang gliding. I want to do that too.
I want to do one of them squirrel suits. Them suits like where you jump off,
That's the one I'm not doing.
I'd love to try that. I mean,
oh hell no. What if you catch a cramp and you got to pull one of them arms?
Catch a cramp.
Nah, hell no.
You better not. You better be able to hold that cramp until you land.
That's what I'm saying. Hell no, I can't do that squirrel suit. You can keep that. I need something with a little more
all of a
safety.
sudden, it's like my leg.
Right?
Oh,
yeah,
shit,
you
my
pull
leg,
that.
oh,
Bullshit.
crap,
Shit, like, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
I just think that'd be crazy.
Be cranking at like 130, 140 miles an hour.
Hell,
too, man. They'd be floating.
Fast. Barely missing trees and man, no. Nah, I'm good. I like adrenaline, but not that much. I need something that's tried and tested.
I guess if you want to fly like that, that's what they make a roller coaster for, right?
But think about the squirrel suit. You can't even practice that shit.
Yeah, like how are you? I mean, I guess you can get in one of the wind chambers. You know what I mean? And you get the spacing down, but like the only way you're really truly testing at is to jump off a cliff.
Ain't no testing. Exactly.
You jump off that cliff and there you go. Figure it out.
Yeah.
You watch your buddy do it and you go right after, huh?
If I see someone do it, I mean, and let me watch them with binoculars so I could see how they flatten out, I think I'd be all right.
Hey, I'm not doing it. I can't do that.
No.
Nope. Hey, they're telling you how, okay, this is what you're going to do. No.
Nope. You just keep them arms out there real wide.
When I skydived, there was somebody on my back.
Exactly.
Just in case, like you said, Justin, if I faint, he got the parachute.
He got me.
You can't leave this up to me. Hell no.
Right. I would definitely do that.
We might go down. Nah.
Nah.
I'm saying you gotta go with somebody first. You can't jump out of the plane by yourself the first time, anyways. You gotta do it.
Well, no, I think you got so many times.
What do they call them? Tandem jumps? They call them tandem jumps.
Well, in jump school, when the first time you was on a line, and when you come out of the back of that plane, your parachute was already set.
Already ready, yeah.
Yeah. Like you didn't have to pull it the first time. You just got dropped out and that parachute went.
There was more anxiety driving to the place, knowing I'm about to jump out the plane.
Right.
Then once you in the plane, it was like still a little bit of anxiety. When that dude said, okay, drape your feet over the side, count to 3.
3?
It got real. I was holding the side. He's like, relax. I said, nah, man, I'm not ready yet. Then the pilot's like, hey, we gotta go. Like, no, not fucking with me, man. We're not going yet. Hold on. He's like, man, just count to 3. I said, nah, man. And he tricked me. He said, all right, we're gonna count to 10 and we're gonna go slow.
Oh my God.
You take deep breaths and relax. I took my hands off that thing. He pushed us right out. Wasn't no counting, wasn't none of that. We was going. I was like, what the fuck? Oh man.
So
So
much for the slowness.
I would still be up there holding the sides if he didn't trick me. All right, give me one more minute. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Get going.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna count to 10 real slow. Don't worry about it. I said, all right, cool. I can do that. As soon as I took my hands off of that thing,
he said 10. He just went 10.
He didn't even say 10. He said, we're gonna count real slow.
He said, red team, go.
I said, okay. Because I was holding us from going out. And he was on my back. He's like, scoot closer. Man, the wind's blowing. It's cold as fuck at 10,000 feet. Cold. Man, yeah. I don't even know if I got my fingers all the way off. And it was gone.
You got the call.
He said, here we go.
Yeah, the free fall is crazy. Once you hit the parachute, you damn near, you go from 110 to 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, that feeling is crazy, just floating down. That was
floating.
Yeah, that was like, to see, you can't see shit, and then you slowly coming down and stuff starts to get clear. Yeah, that was crazy.
That's cool. That's really
it was crazy.
How long is it from when you jump? I mean, I'm sure obviously you weren't counting, but how long do they say it is from like the top to when you land? So
you can control the speed, right?
Oh, okay.
The free fall at 10,000 feet, the free fall is 90 seconds. And you're probably going 100 miles an hour. So when you get down to, you're covering 10,000 feet in 90 seconds or less. And then once you get to 10,000, they pull the parachute. From that point, these parachutes are so modern now. So you can control how much resistance it has. So you can come down fast or slow. You can steer it left and right. Like it was pretty cool.
That's sweet.
That part was cool. Because I was like, nah, once we, I got, let's say we're probably 500 feet up now. Shit's real clear. I was like, nah, man, we're going too fast. Hold on, slow down. I want
to see some shit.
Yeah, man, this shit costs $360. I want
to slow this down.
Yeah. I felt comfortable. Damn. Now I'm like, like, you know what, I could jump down now.
You're probably like, let's do it again.
Right. Oh man, it was. Once your feet hit the ground, it's a crazy feeling. You look back like fuck, and then the next, the same plane is now dropping the next people. So now I'm standing there, just in amazement, like, damn, I just did that. That shit's crazy.
I just came that far.
If it wasn't 365, I was gonna do it again.
That's awesome. I want to do it.
Yeah. Nah, one is good. Now I'm buying snakes for $3,000. I'm like, fuck, I could have went skydiving.
Could have had a couple parachutes already.
Yeah. In your defense, Dan, cutting the egg feels better.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep my feet on the ground.
Hey, that's same.
It's a different kind of excitement.
It's
a total different kind of excitement, and I would have to agree. Cutting eggs is a little better.
Man, that adrenaline is still kicking. The anxiety, it never gets old, man. And
I've been shaking, sitting there cutting. I've been shaking just over them. Man.
I want to start a service where I come and cut people's eggs. You don't want to cut? I'm on my way.
Yeah,
I got you.
I'll come do it.
Oh man, that's the greatest feeling.
They call me steady hands.
Yeah, it never gets old. Never gets old.
Dropping back on the crazy stuff. No.
I don't know. Parasailing would be all right.
That's the one I don't like. The parasailing. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just an idiot. I'll try anything once.
Slam that water.
Yeah, see when people are parasailing, they see the sharks and shit, and then
when they're out there and the guys want to yell down. No, keep going. Keep driving. Don't land yet.
Oh no. That would be terrible.
That's like I saw the other day, like a guy out in the wild on his longboard, and he had orcas around him, and then he got off the longboard. It's a paddleboard, like a long paddleboard. he got off the paddleboard and started swimming the orca and then got back. I'm like, see, that's a wild orca, bro. That thing, it's a killer whale. It will eat you.
Yeah, right. That thing will eat you up.
The view of it,
Yeah,
I mean, he
you
looks
crazy.
this small compared to it. I mean, he looks like this little tiny thing. It's like, oh,
Hey, nobody's been killed by an orca. Ever.
Yeah, why would they eat a human? That's like small for them. Like, you know, they want something bigger.
No porpoise has ever killed a human.
That is true. You think about it. Only, you know, what is that at the SeaWorld? But that was because it was captain, didn't want to be in that tank no more, etc.
Yeah, not a wild
well,
one.
and also it was like it was probably playing with her because it knew her, and but playing with an orca is not like playing with a puppy. So it ripped her freaking.
Nah, that one at SeaWorld held her down.
Yeah, I did.
Kept them underwater. Yeah. Like
He was
drug them
playing
down.
with her more or less.
But he was more or less playing with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but them things were kept in such bad conditions for what they needed. I mean, that it was just,
I think
you know, if
it's
you watch
smart
that
enough to
documentary,
know-
that was just an accident waiting to happen.
I don't even think it was an accident. I think, you know, behind the scenes, what we see as the show is
Right.
all jovial, right? But somewhere in that training, that orca put facial recognition, like, you're not gonna zap me no more. Fuck that.
Right? I remember
The
that.
only time I get to do what I want is during the show. The orca don't know that the people care and have feelings and all that.
Right.
All they know is this is revenge time.
They're like, this is my opportunity.
It's revenge time. I know they don't have a zapper because there's people
Right.
out there.
They're playing nice right
Get your
now.
ass. Yeah, I'm telling you, there was more to that. There was a
brains-
lot more layers.
Yeah.
Right. You gotta think too, their brains are big. Them things are smart. They're not
Did you?
dumb.
There was a. They did a documentary on dolphins. I can't remember what it was called. And they were talking about. You remember the TV show Flipper?
Yep.
Right. And they were saying that the dolphin was so intelligent it committed suicide from heartbreak. And the guy who was the dolphin trainer for the show, like he was in tears in this documentary talking about it. Like the dolphin, like literally swam up to him and, you know, just held his breath until he killed himself. And I was like, what the fuck?
Wow.
I mean, it was heartbreaking. It was crazy. And then that's when he became like, you know, this activist and, you know, it's all wrong. Don't do it. But it was crazy to think that, you know, I mean, obviously animals are intelligent. So yeah, I don't care what it is. I've seen a guy with rattlesnakes that weren't defanged or devenomed, and he had them around his neck.
Yep, I've seen them. Talking about old dude.
Yeah.
You talking about the same guy tapping him on the head and everything too?
Yeah. I'll open them up, drop it there, look at their fangs.
Yep.
The snake, I was like, this dude crazy. But I've seen videos with Africans, you know, with hyenas. So, you know, it depends, you know. You're nice to an animal, it's gonna be nice to you.
Right.
Exactly. And there's dolphins they use for like pregnant women and stuff too, from what I've heard. They like do, or is it like those circles?
Like the water births where they have the dolphins circle around the women.
Yep.
Have you guys heard of that?
It's calming. Yeah.
And it helps induce the birth, but they like basically help them. It's something about their sonar, something that they put off that helps with the birthing process.
It's supposed to make your baby smarter, et cetera, et cetera. Everybody's had them like, look, I've had an IQ of this.
Look, he's so lucky because if my weird ass got pregnant, I'd be like, we're going to SeaWorld, baby. Put me in a pool with a dolphin.
Throw me in there.
Throw me in with a dolphin.
With
Alex, there's a place right over here by St. Augustine, Alex.
There you go.
Swim with the dolphins right over here by St. Augustine. You didn't know that?
That's pretty cool.
Have you not told Justin about that?
It's like I think it's like $100 or $125 to go swim with the dolphins over there.
Smay said, did you know that dolphins are the only other mammal that breathes just for pleasure?
That's awesome.
They're at least somewhat smart then.
I think everything breeds just for pleasure. Shit.
I don't know. I think my snakes are back there breeding for pleasure because there's been some females been locking for 7 months and they gave me no eggs.
No, you could have a female that laid today. Give her a week off. Put a male in there and she'll lock. You know,
I didn't know. I gave them 4 or 5 months before they laid before I'm locking again.
And how do I know that? Because I accidentally did it. Put it in Russian, put the snake in the wrong tub. Came back the next day like, oh shit, open it, they locked. What the fuck? You just had bait, just had eggs. What's it? Locked.
That's got to be for fun.
Maybe it's been
That's what I'm saying. Why are they locked? Shit.
Right.
It was for fun. No doubt.
You don't get nothing out of it, but you're gonna do it anyway.
Right. Don't do it anyway.
Yeah, we're after you're past 2:15 and I'm starting to yawn. So
all right.
Yeah, I think we did a wrap tonight.
Appreciate the hospitality. Thanks to everybody who dropped in the comments.
Yep. All 17 of you still out in the chat. Thanks for hanging out.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate the watch hours.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, thank you, KG. This was fun.
Absolutely. Definitely
It's
fun.
been fun. It's been real
Tuesday R.W.O. I mean, it's on my channel, I guess, unless Blue Zombie wants to set it up. I don't know. He didn't get back to me and say if he wants to run it on his channel or not. I'll get with him and figure it out. It'll either be on my channel or his channel.
Tempo.
You'll hear.
Awesome.
Peace out, people.
Everybody have a great night. Peace out.
We out.
We out.